The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey.
Why?
Let's go!
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink!
Stutter! Damn it! Your friend tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people. And welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this Football Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. This program begins now.
Football!
It's happening all around the NFL in training camps in 30 cities. Bull. I should have done the math there before I went for that one.
I think you're right.
Oh, I don't know. 30 cities. You get it. There are 32 teams that are at training camp right now and trying to build the best team that they possibly can to maybe make a run at the Lombardi. We were chit-chatting about this before we went live about how, predicting how tough a schedule is going to be for any team at this particular point is pretty outrageous thing to try and do. Who knows what injuries are going to come before the season? Who knows what team's going to turn it on? I mean, did anybody think that the Washington Commanders are going to be good last year? Absolutely not. They almost win the whole damn thing. Now, obviously, the Philadelphia Eagles are as dominant as they were, and they're certainly maybe in the middle of starting a dynasty as they're combating against, obviously, another dynasty that's happening in Kansas City. We know a few teams that are going to be great, but there's going to be teams that aren't going to be shite. There's going to be teams that have been habitual shitty football teams that are going to end up being good this year and going to surprise the hell out of us. And all those things that are happening at all these camps right now are what lead to that potential success. So whenever we see a highlight, we should be excited. Whenever we see these guys working their ass off, we should be pumped up. Whenever we see them get into a little bit of a scrum and get excited about a little physicality, we should be jacked up. But we need to understand that there's so much growth from now until the actual season kicking off. There's so much development. There's so much of finding of a team that can happen in the next few weeks that can turn you from being maybe ass into maybe dynasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what training camp's all about. Now, obviously, before we get started, we got to send our thoughts, prayers, positive vibes to everybody that was affected in the Midtown Manhattan shooting at 345 Park Avenue yesterday. An asshole, a piece of shit, traveled from Nevada all the way over there, walked through Midtown Manhattan with an AR-15, went into the Blackstone and NFL building at 345 Park Avenue, and 4 people end up dead, with another one in critical, stable condition that worked for the NFL. Absolutely horrendous act, absolutely terrible. And the fact that they are linking it from a note in his pocket to football being the cause of this is obviously devastating for us in the sporting world and sport community. We think football is a beautiful sport. We think it is the best sport on earth. Yesterday, it was obviously a cause in an asshole's mind to go do something terrible and horrific in New York. We send nothing but positive thoughts to everybody that is going to be affected by that. We saw the Blackstone offices getting boarded up. Couldn't even imagine the mindset going back into that building, let alone just people at 345 Park Avenue, but everybody in New York. Obviously, you're around a lot of people when you're in that city. Anything can pop off at any time. Whenever something like that takes place where a guy's just walking through the city with an AR-15, perspective is put in real quickly that, hey, we got to be on our P's and Q's out here. We got to understand that although we are all hoping for a much better society and a perfect world, and I think a majority of humans all feel the same exact way on what Earth and planet Earth and the United States could be. There's always going to be people that are, without a lack of better word, and it was said a lot, evil. There's going to be evil people. Now, he said he thinks his brain has CTE, and he had mental health issues beforehand, and that was obviously being used as a reason for all this can happen. Can't happen, okay? Can't happen, and we hope it never does again, but the reality is, it will, and we got to make sure that we are continuing to provide society with a reason to be happy and peaceful as opposed to continuing to move on worrying about assholes doing asshole things. With that being said, from football, I don't want to say I speak for football, but we hate the fact that we are being associated with this because all we're supposed to do is make lives better. That's what sports are supposed to do. You're supposed to unify people, not supposed to get people to drive across the country with a gun and go kill people they don't know. Okay? So that's how we feel. I think that's how everybody from sports feels that I have talked to, and absolutely devastating. We will now be, hopefully, a little bit of a distraction from all of the potential negative happening, or a little bit of a celebration of what the football world has going on that isn't that. Like training camp and dreams taking place all over the world. You know, we talked to Peter Schrager yesterday, and he said that the NFL Network execs tell you that August is actually their most watched time. And now, obviously, the NFL Network doesn't have playoff games and everything like that in January and December and February. Obviously, the Super Bowl, which is when everybody else's numbers are through the roof because they have the games and everything like that. But everybody watches the NFL Network in these training camps because every team has optimism. Every team has a highlight coming out. Every team has a new player doing something that's like, wait a minute, that's the missing piece we needed right there.
Here we go.
There's a chance that this could be the best year in the history of the NFL, and it's all starting right now. The Talks Table's here at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Hey, there's some baseball stuff happening.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper with his beautiful hair.
Great.
Handsome face.
Oh, yeah.
Great beard.
Incredible baseball resume.
Yeah.
Okay, and name. Manfred came in there, hey, boys, how we doing?
Yeah. You sorry, cat.
Hey, how you doing? Bryce say, you get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to hear you negotiating with us. We don't want to hear, because allegedly there was something about going around a PA as well, and how is that whole thing going to go? I heard some rumblings at the All-Star game when I was talking to some of the players about some of their fears and everything like that. Literally, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was an All-Star.
Yeah, embedded in it.
This feels like there's some big shit right around the corner here for baseball. Like, very, very big. We're talking about baseball being in a surge. Okay, that's what we've been talking about.
Right.
And I think we all, 9-year NFL vet Darius J. Butler, I think we all agree baseball is doing a little something.
Yeah, biggest stars showing up in the biggest moments, and that's when you get the casuals in. That's what any big-time sports win. That's what the kind of run the MLB has been on.
Home run derby up like 5-6%, I forget what it was. I mean, every baseball good right now.
Yeah.
But then if you forecasted a future in this moment, it's like, oh, no. Is this all for naught? Are we about to take a massive step backwards and they're not going to be able to get a new CBA done? Is the salary cap going to get implemented and people are going to get pissed? Are the players going to not only maybe get struck like a strike, but are they going to get held out, locked out of this entire thing? I mean, it feels like there's some real shit brewing. When does this all happen? And we're going to have Jet passing on at 12:45, 12:40-ish. This feels real for baseball, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, it didn't really happen, but it kind of started with the COVID year when because they basically were saying, like, hey, if you're one of these players who's making a bunch of money, you're going to have to take like 60% of your salary because we're having less games. And all those guys were like, no, absolutely not. So obviously you get guys who are signing $750 million, or a guy like Bryce Harper or Judge, they're making $400 million. Like, if a salary cap is implemented, like, guess what? Those guys are going to be standing to make a lot less money, probably, you would think, because teams aren't going to be able to pay these exorbitant numbers for one player. And let's just say the stars of the game, when it's been played one way for forever, they're not all of a sudden going to be the ponies who just say, like, yeah, go ahead, you can cut my salary in half. That's fine. That's
half?
Okay.
That's probably dropping. I mean,
yeah, I mean, some of these guys stand to lose like a lot of money. Hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're not going to go quietly into the night. I
laugh because like that is the reality of the situation.
Yeah,
that is real deal. If the salary cap gets put in place, they'll start putting percentages on each player. Hey, your best hitter gets this percentage of the salary cap. This pitcher gets this, just like football does.
Yeah,
and that's going to obviously cap things. I assume it would make a lot of ass teams more competitive because if there was a cap, there would be a floor.
They'll have to spend to the floor, right?
So we'll talk to Passon. We'll talk to Passon a little bit, see what he's got going on. Anything else happening in baseball?
Yeah, there's still some gambling allegations.
What? More negativity?
Yeah, same team baseball? Too. So it's kind of, we'll see. I don't know what's going on in Cleveland, specifically in the bullpen in Cleveland, but they're saying a lot of these guys are very suspect right now.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So like Emmanuel Clase, who 2 years ago he was like arguably the best
closer in baseball, and he's just been bad this year. And then so this comes out that says like we think he might be. We don't know yet. He's placed on administrative leave. There could be a gambling situation. So then some of the sleuths go out and like look at some of his pitches. Yeah, there's this situation where he had 22 pitches with an 0-0 count with the bases empty, and this guy went through and was basically wow, a lot of these are uncompetitive.
Oh, no. How about Han Rinta here going, could have made a lot of money if we knew what was happening here. It's pretty obvious is what they're saying. Now, these are all allegations, obviously.
Right.
And the ball can hold onto your finger a little bit longer and he can throw it in the dirt. We watch people go out there for the first pitch all the time, put it in the dirt.
Yeah.
I tried to do it, put it in the dirt a little bit.
Right.
So we can see how that could happen.
Right.
But, man, whenever there's which is what this is, just an allegation.
Correct.
These are just allegations. Okay, I think there's been some that have come to fruition and people have been banned forever.
Correct.
But there is just an allegation here. All the sports where there's allegations on these players, not only are you guys being told you're cheats, okay, now you got people going through your entire career looking for your most ass players.
And they're good.
And they are good at finding them.
Yeah, they'll find them.
I don't know if it's Grok. I don't know if it's Mr. GPT or Mr. GPT. I don't know who it is. But if somebody's getting an allegation against them that they're throwing games, people are automatically thinking that that's a negative. So whenever these guys look worse than they've ever looked before, that is whenever they were giving it away. That's a tell. And they find them.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, guys look like ass.
Yeah.
In every sport.
Fans of the Guardians who are like, this guy was lights out last year and he fucking sucks this year. So, yeah, I can go find what's going on with this guy. He's also one of like the biggest pieces to potentially get traded. And so I have no idea. He's been placed on administrative leave, I think, to like the end of August. Obviously, Eugenio Suarez, he's the other big piece who might get traded. He got hit in the hand last night. X-rays were negative, so he doesn't have anything broken.
That's scary.
But, big
happened
time.
to Shohei, right?
Well, and the big thing with him was the Tigers, they're playing the Tigers, and they're saying, like, the Tigers are the team who need him. Like, they might, so, like, what a just,
nice job, Father.
Yeah, the universe working against you. We might want to trade for this guy. Let's drill him in the hand and break his hand.
Oh, classic Tigers. Let's go to one half of the hammer.
Dahn.
Cowboys, AP Tone. Hey, football camps all over the place. We're going to be in St. Vincent College tomorrow, live at Pittsburgh Steelers training camp. The guest list, from what I'm hearing, is pretty outrageous.
Let's go.
So the Pittsburgh Steelers, first of all, we're very thankful that I think a lot of people in that building and on that team watch the show.
Yes.
Like, I think they are, they understand it. Obviously, we are from Pittsburgh, so we are talked about by, I think, their friends in the neighborhoods in which they live, whether good or bad, whatever the case. So we've kind of been forced into the Pittsburgh Steelers people's lives. Now, granted, I'm a former punt, pass, and kick champion, national champion for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
On that field.
I don't know how many Pittsburgh Steelers representatives won the national punt, pass, and
Zero.
kick. Legitimately, I might be the only one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whatever the case, they know us.
Congratulations.
I thought Billy Gardell won one.
He did after. No, he did the adult
that
one.
was Andy Reid.
No, Andy Reid did do that. He had a helmet on. That was a different punt, pass, and kick than I did. He did not have full pads.
Old school.
Yeah, full pads. That punt, pass, and kick contest was built for me, though. Now that you guys kind of know me a little bit.
Yeah.
That was a contest that was literally built for me. My mom forced me to do it. She was like, hey, you got it. This is, we're doing it. Mom drove me to this thing. She set it all up, did the whole thing, and immediately just beat the shit out of her. I mean, the little regional one, which was held at a tiny little school that was in New Kensington, I think, which is next to Plum, down the road a little bit.
That's where the Steelers ringer would go.
Yeah,
right?
the guy who won.
Yeah.
I guess the guy won from 8 to 9, 10 to 11, 12 to 13. I was 14 at this time, I think. And the kid that won every year went to this one because there's only 4 or 5 people competing at that. So he knew the game. Then all of a sudden I show up at that thing.
Hey, this kid's not supposed to be here.
It's his birth certificate on this guy. What's his birth? But that punt, pass, and kick thing was literally built for me. That is all the skills that I have basically when it comes to football. I can throw the shit out of a ball, I can kick the shit out of a ball, and I can punt the shit out of a ball. And it just so happens to be that you can go to a Pittsburgh Steelers game if you're good at these 3 things. And me, Jason, Tim got a chance to go sit right on the fucking field of the Pittsburgh Steelers game. And then we got to go to a playoff game that the Pittsburgh Steelers were in just because they just so happened to be playing against the Tennessee Titans. So it was a hell of a run. Thank you to punt, pass, and kick people for putting that together. Hey, if you got a huge leg and a big arm, you can go watch NFL. You can go watch Steeler games. You got it. We go and do that. So the Steelers know us, is what we're saying.
I was reminded yesterday, biggest Steelers fan I know. A friend of mine, Kalena, she actually sent me a video that's going around. I guess I forgot you shot a universe ball for them.
Yeah.
Win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
so that.
Yeah, so the Steelers know
With the song, with all the boys singing the song.
Biggest Steeler
obviously,
fan you know, huh?
Yeah, the Steelers know us.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
obviously,
By far. By far.
Just pissed off. Done so bad.
So bad.
Yeah, it was so bad right there.
Tone waffles from time to time.
No.
I know.
My
Where, but
fandom
he goes,
never
sometimes he
waffles.
goes to the players. Sometimes he's with his. She's Steelers through and through. Steelers.
Does she have a
Rooney.
microphone to talk about it every single day?
No.
So we don't know how
At
she
the end of
feels
the day,
on
it's
the.
always the logo.
Anyways, we
Okay.
appreciate the Steelers. I think the Steelers understand who we are, and they've offered up everybody basically in the building for the show. So
Well,
I think guys are going to just walk by too. It's like headset. We're going to have headset on because practice is starting at like 2:00. So they have a walkthrough, I think, that ends at noon, and then they got practice at 2. So it's like it should be a really good setup is what we're saying. It should be a very cool day tomorrow for Pittsburgh Steelers fans, NFL fans, and for us. This is wild that we get a chance to experience this. The last time I was at this was a little boy with my dad at training camp. It's crazy.
Doesn't surprise me that a lot of people are coming through. I talked to someone in the building who said the excitement for tomorrow starts at the very, very top, and when that happens, kind of resonates through the building, so that everyone is very excited for tomorrow.
D-Butch and I sat
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
about 4 down from the Rooney family at Mr. Irsay's funeral. We have no idea how we ended up in those rows. We are in the NFL owners' rows.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
they're predicting the future.
Shout out to the Cardinals, by the way.
Shout out. Hell yeah.
Shout out to the Cardinals.
Looking good.
Owner of the Cardinals,
Bidwell.
great man.
Yeah,
Michael.
the pilot.
Yeah, he's a great man. He sat right here, right next to me at that funeral, and got a chance to chit chat with him. Who was to my whatever it was? The Rooneys were a couple down. Everybody was there basically, and they were all incredibly nice to us. And the Arizona Cardinals guy was so nice, and we have had to say things about the Arizona Cardinals
facility,
in the past, and their facility, and everything numerous times. I think he's boy, right?
Yes.
I think he kind of understands what it is. The future of the Arizona Cardinals could be incredibly bright. The future of the Arizona Cardinals will have a voice on it. The future of the Arizona Cardinals, ladies and gentlemen, and the Bird Gang will be led by none other than Moon Township great, Western Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic League Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion, the man who somehow accomplished the feat of playing NFL offensive line with an arm length less than 30 inches. That doesn't mean anything else about any other parts of his body.
Well,
But we have seen his gut. We can assume some things.
Yeah.
Host of In the Trenches, ladies and gentlemen, AQ Shipley. 29 and 7/8. They just wouldn't give it to you, huh?
What I lacked in arm length, I gained in other places. You see what I'm saying? I gained in head size, stomach size, and other things,
ass. Yeah, ass size.
Yeah, and you got those weird shoes you wear too, those big fat shoes, those Hoka things.
Yeah, size 8.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah,
Moved on from Hokas. I'm on to Speedland. Remember the elf blood?
Oh yeah,
Somehow found worse ones.
Yeah, they are worse shoes. Yeah. Sorry. To look at. Whoever created that, you did a great job. AQ loves them. They're the most comfortable thing he's ever worn.
Yeah, I thought we were all. I thought AQ was buying all of us.
Yeah, that's it too.
Oh,
yeah, well, I'm happy my eyes don't gotta see it every day, but Wednesdays. That's all I'm happy about. Let's make an announcement. You made an announcement yesterday. You are color commentating for the Arizona Cardinals this season. Congratulations. Proud.
Yeah, baby, AQ.
What does this mean? Have you always wanted to do color commentary? How experienced are you in this world, and how'd this all come together?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've ever, that's been a dream of mine per se, but I mean, what I do on your show is essentially that for offensive line across the league, and now it's just calling it live at games just for the Arizona Cardinals, which will be really cool, and it'll help me with the In the Trenches segment. Obviously, I'll get a first-hand look at the Arizona Cardinals, boots on the ground at every game, and
The Arizona
Yeah,
Cardinals
and the
will be
other
playing
teams.
other teams. You're going to have to look into the other teams.
I get it, but I gotta be a voice to the Arizona Cardinals. I gotta kind of be the homer.
Oh,
Gotta be the
okay.
homer,
Here we go. Okay, so we lost a little bias, or we gained a little bias from AQ. You also will be doing Wednesdays in the trenches, which we are excited about. So you're going to have a great football season this year. We're pumped for you. Congratulations, coming off a great offseason as well. Training guys. You know, he's been training guys. How many guys did you have this offseason?
I had 13 NFL offensive linemen come out to the Phoenix area and get the work in the shipyard. It's been awesome.
The shipyard. He's
That's a lot of guys.
Hey.
13's a lot of dudes. Yeah, especially because he doesn't have a facility. I mean, he's got a gym in his backyard that he doesn't flush the toilet.
Bingo. Right.
It's a nice backyard.
Yeah, very nice.
Got a trampoline in the ground.
So cool.
So cool. You can. You probably don't hit bottom anymore. How thin you are. You probably used to really crash that thing. Great backyard. But you're training these guys. Now you're a color commentator. You're hosting In the Trenches. You're literally on a trophy. The Trenchy. Everything's doing great for you, AQ.
Go, AQ.
All right, let's talk a little bit about football now. Let's talk about what's going on around the league. Philadelphia Eagles still the best offensive line in football, so we should look for them to repeat? Or is there another group that we should maybe be talking about and maybe giving a little bit more love to, AQ?
No, I'm a big fan of the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they got a great offensive line coming back. I think Tampa had a really good offensive line. I think losing Wirfs for a couple weeks is going to hurt them early on. When you lose your stalwart left tackle, I think that hurts a little bit. But, you know, you can look at the Buffalo Bills. They're going to have a really good group. You can look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they're an up-and-coming ascending group.
That's a big question. That's a huge question.
I like their group, and I think continuity is a huge, huge, huge part of offensive line play. And when you get the same group of guys coming back, young guys to boot, probably spent the whole offseason together. I'm getting videos from your boys and pictures from your boys showing me Mason McCormick and Zach Frazier riding everywhere together on the same golf cart. So, you know, I feel real good about this group. I like the group. They got Baltimore Ravens got a great group. They got Voorhees coming back from injury. Didn't really play a whole lot the last couple of years. He was injured coming out of college. He didn't get to start last year, but I think he's going to provide some depth to that Baltimore Ravens group. So I think the Chargers got a good group. They paid their guy, obviously, and Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt, two of the best tackles in football. So there's some good groups, and then obviously there's going to be some other groups that kind of sneak into this. Who knows? I mean, maybe the Denver Broncos put together a nice group. I like their group on paper. So
Washington with Tunsil
Washington,
now.
I like Washington. I like Tunsil. I hate the fact that they lost Sam Cosmi. He'll probably miss most of the year from the playoff ACL, but they should have a decent group as well. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I actually like Arizona Cardinals group. I think they've got one of the top 10 groups in the
Yeah, we're going to hear that.
We know.
Yeah. We saw a tweet yesterday that we know that you think that with the Arizona Cardinals until you don't do what the tweet said you do yesterday, which we completely understand, by the way. You're going to be on that plane. He's going to be on that plane. He's going to be flying on the Cardinals team planes. You know, that's what happens here.
After what he said, huh?
So you're going to hear a lot of complimenting of the Arizona Cardinals. If I had to guess, I would not want to walk on that plane.
Might be the best offensive line in football.
Coach is so smart.
Both cannons.
Oh, my God.
Always been big.
Geniuses, yeah. You walk on that plane, the last thing you want to do is like, well, all right, I'm going to sit right up here.
Hey, Kyler.
Why does my credential not work anymore? Why is my credential not flashing green anymore?
Excited for you to be biased towards them. I bet you they are, too. They finally get somebody.
I can't wait till he's on the team plane, he's watching film, and he's walking back to coach. Hey, did you see?
Hey, you should run this. We should run a little fucking.
Look at one of these.
We run a little bit. Look, he's good at this, I think. I think he knows what he wants to do. You got to keep your mouth shut on that fucking plane. You're not on. Remember that. Okay, the color commentator.
You're right.
Let's not embarrass the program out there. Now,
you're right.
If they also signed a consultant here, that's an interesting little dilemma.
I mean, we draw up a couple blitzes.
We got ideas, too. So maybe we're coaching. All right, let's not, once again, we don't need to mock the Cardinals.
Sure.
No.
That is what this is not about. You brought up Slater getting paid. There's another guy who got paid, Bernard
Bennett.
You know,
I saw that.
What do you think about Bernard here, Raymond? Now, I think there's a chance. We have not looked this up. He is the first offensive lineman in the history of the NFL.
I just thought of it.
Who?
Mailata.
Does he wear them?
What? The Guardian cap?
Yeah.
I thought he had one on, yeah.
Jordan Mailata?
I thought he had the Guardian cap or the already made different helmet whatever it's called.
Two different things. Two different
Yeah,
things.
I know. We're talking
Protecting
guardian
the
cap.
melons.
That's what I'm saying. This is
thing.
trailblazer.
Yeah, smart guy.
I mean,
This is groundbreaking.
Oh, that's
like-
who it is. That guy from Pittsburgh who got signed that no one likes.
James Daniels, he's not on the Steelers.
$100 million?
I didn't say no one. Not that guy.
All right, let's get back to it. Did you know this guy? I think I've seen him play. I appreciate the
Monster.
fact that he's gigantic human being. Ballard loves him, obviously. All reports out of Colts training camp. Anthony Richardson's playing football very well. Anthony Richardson prepared for football
Which makes us
Well, you got the same sources.
Believe
Albert
ours.
Breer.
We are believe ours.
Assholes.
This guy had a guardian cap on playing left tackle, got paid $100 million. I think that is something that you would never think about, just in the entire offensive line space. But this is great news for offensive linemen that Raymond's getting $100 million, right? Isn't this good?
It's great news for offensive line. It should be a mandatory 10% discount if you're a guardian cap helmet guy. But
he doesn't wear it all the time. He just saw the clip. He didn't have it on. Yeah, I think he did it for his
Right.
teammates. But
okay, that was nice of him. But no, I mean he's a good football player, and he came out a couple years ago. And this is what you love to see, right? You heard Howie Roseman's interview, about sign, develop, or whatever it was, draft, develop, sign. And I think that's a key piece that a lot of teams, if you want to get good, that's what you have to do. You have to take care of your own. You look at the good teams that have done well. They draft their guys, they keep them, they sign them. It's not like, hey, we're going to constantly try and redefine our team through free agency. And when you reward a guy that maybe wasn't a first-round pick, he gets drafted a little bit later, he kind of works his ass off, he climbs the ladder, becomes a starter, puts good stuff on tape, he's good in the locker room, and then you pay the shit out of him. I mean, this is exactly what you want to see, and this is good by the Colts. This is a really good signing. They got a good group. They let some guys go in free agency, but building through their own is a good step.
congrats, Bernard.
Good work, Bennett.
We don't know if it's Bernard or
Bennett.
That's how the boys have been saying, but nonetheless, happy they paid him. They must really love him. And also, Carly, Kayla, and Casey. This is probably the first one, right?
Yeah. Yep.
First big deal that has had to kind of be like, yep. So they're investing in offensive line.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I appreciate that. Future looks nice, especially with these highlights coming out of AR. If AR can take a hit this year, which is possible, if he, can avoid and figure out how to run without getting absolutely clobbered every single tackle, there's a chance he's a guy.
Yeah.
Everything that we have thought he could potentially be, we've seen on these highlights. So they got a tackle paid. Obviously, we lose Ryan Kelly. We also lost
Fries
in there. So it's kind of a mixed match group, that new group. Hopefully they're off and running. We'd be excited to see it. Congrats to Bernard. Now, let's talk about an offensive line group that got exposed on the biggest stage. Go ahead, D-Bud.
Yeah, I saw a Colts group. It didn't look that mixed match when I saw it, but good.
Are you talking about offensive line?
Yeah, good, strong group.
2
good,
years in a
strong,
row.
Powerful group. But speaking of two,
It is a Caucasian bunch.
Certainly.
Ballard's got a type.
Big, solid, strong.
Ballard has
front.
a type.
Yeah, hey, I like it. But AQ, the Chiefs.
It was all white. They came out of the woods.
Oh, yeah.
They came walking out of the
Like
woods.
the White Walkers.
Yeah.
I think George Foster said, I ain't seen this in a long time. I think that's what George Foster, one of the greatest followers.
What did he call it?
One of the greatest
Haven't seen it in a
follows
minute.
on X, George Foster, former offensive lineman in the NFL, black man. Mm-hmm. Haven't seen this in a long time. It was
2025. Good group. Hey, good group though.
good group.
Yep.
Just paid Raymond.
Yep. Bennett.
And another guy that got paid, guy you've been very, very high on, Trey Smith, Creed Humphreys in the center as well. But that the outside of the offensive line for the Chiefs, are they going to be okay? That was obviously a glaring weakness in the Super Bowl against the Eagles. Are the Chiefs O-line going to make that step and be okay and be able to protect 15 this year?
We've been saying the same narrative since 2020 when we played them in the Super Bowl when I was down in Tampa Bay, and it's been the tackles. It's been the bookends. Can we fix the tackle situation? Their interior three is as good as anybody right now. Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, obviously. They let Tooney walk, but they're moving the left tackle that got benched last year in the first game. They're moving him inside, giving him a try. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. The kid from BYU.
Kingsley.
Yeah, there it is. But the key to this thing is this, and I said this when we spoke after the draft. I thought they got a top 10.
Kid's name's Kingsley?
Kingsley.
His first name.
Sua Matiai, something like that.
Oos?
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great names.
And
Maybe the best
The kid that
usage
they
of the
got out of-
English language. Sorry.
The kid they got out of Ohio State, I said this after the draft whenever you had me on the show. I said he was a top 10 pick. Josh Simmons, left tackle. The clips of him coming out he is a top 10 pick if he doesn't get hurt against Oregon last year. They get him with literally one of the last picks of the first round, and he is going to be their franchise left tackle for the next 10 to 12 years. And they got an absolute steal with him. The clips coming out of him, here it is. Look, he's just shutting guys down. And he makes it look smooth. He's throwing guys like...
Little dog.
Yeah, he's got a little dog in him. I mean, he was arguably the best tackle in the draft before he gets hurt. He gets to go late to Kansas City in the first round. They got an absolute steal. It was an injury that a lot of teams were concerned with, but I mean, he's young. He's coming back. He looks fierce. He's smooth as can be. He's athletic. He's strong. He's got the size. This could be a key piece for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Modern technology, modern science, too, with all these injuries, let alone being young and everything like that, being a dog and rehab, how we have everything set up nowadays. I think you see teams take those types of gambles a little bit more. He's completely healthy beginning of camp. I don't know how much, but,
Yeah.
They're probably projecting that, I assume, at draft time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's going to be completely healthy by camp. Do you still know how to do it? Yeah. Deal. You talked about him very loudly. You're like, hey, the steal of the draft is this guy, this guy, this guy. And, of course, who gets him? Fucking Chief.
Yeah.
And it's an offensive lineman as opposed to being like a 4-2 guy.
Yeah.
The steal of the draft is somehow an offensive lineman. And who is it? Veach and Reed. Yet again, it's unbelievable how great teams continue to be great. Okay, now speaking of tackles, I don't think he will be doing this ever in his career, but he's certainly becoming a trend. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Hugh, we talked about Kingsley moving inside for the Chiefs after he was drafted as a tackle out of BYU. Evan Neal of the Giants is now moving into guard. Obviously, Mekhi Becton did it last year for the Eagles. Do you think this is a lot of teams copying what the Eagles did because the Eagles did it and because Stoutland did it? And how pissed do you think guards are going to be that every highly drafted tackle who doesn't work out is now going to get a chance at guard over top of them?
Well, listen, it's a last resort move, and that's what happens. When you start to not play nearly as well as they think you're capable of obviously drafting you in the first round, the initial move is, hey, let's just move him into guard. It cracks me up whenever I was upstairs with every team. It's always like, hey, well, if he's not working out at guard, we'll just move him into center. If he's not working out at tackle, we're just moving to guard. It's like, it doesn't always work that way. Listen, at the end of the day, Mekhi Becton is a mammoth human being. And it just happened to be that he walked in to the Philadelphia Eagles with one of the best offensive line coaches, with one of the best schemes, and a scheme that fits where you don't have to do very much except just run off the football, right? When you are in a zone scheme, I mean, you can run off the football and get your body in the way of people and get your hands on people, and you're 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", and 340 pounds. Makes it look easy. But if you're in a system where it requires, hey, you're going to be one-on-one backside quite often in this pass scheme, and now all of a sudden you couldn't do it at tackle, and now we're moving you into guard, it may not work out the same way as it did for Becton, as it will for Neal. He's been criticized heavily since he's got in there. This is a make-or-break time. Like, he's got to make it work right now at guard, or it's a wrap for him with the New York Giants.
If you get 2 6'6" guys, whatever tackle size used to be, first what guard used to be, first what center used to be, if everybody's just going to be Goliaths that can move, like we got to see that Jordan Mailata guy at the ESPYs.
Yeah, massive.
And he can kick us. I mean, he's so athletic.
Fast.
It's just like, it's outrageous. Like if he had to go into guard and be a pulling guard, he could figure it out if he had to do it. I assume there's going to be more athletic, bigger men as we continue to evolve here. If offensive lines are just going to become 6'6", straight, I mean, there already has been. I get Dallas Cowboys back in the day, I think used to be known for that, right?
Yeah.
That used to be like
Larry Allen.
The Raiders used to do that.
Yeah.
The Eagles did that last year.
Yeah.
Obviously, Lane and Mekhi next to each other is just like outrageous.
Dickerson.
I mean,
Linderbaum aside, the Ravens were massive.
and it works. Like, hey, you win. Now, can you find all the guys that can fit in together? That's why the Philadelphia Eagles thing's so special, because it's like they're all goats, and they all just get along great, and they all would do whatever the hell Stout tells them to do.
Yep. They're all paid.
And they're all paid. Yeah, they got Saquon as their running back.
It doesn't hurt.
And it's like
That doesn't hurt.
That's a good run. You can go out, we can extend some careers around here. Yeah, we can move some bodies over here. Offensive line, most important position in all of sports. Offensive line, also most hand-to-hand combat in every single play. Go ahead, Con Man.
Yeah, AQ, right now, Josh Simmons, you just mentioned him being a mean cuss. He also threw a mean right hook that got caught on camera today during practice. Every year, the training camp, the pads come on, and we get these sweet fights. I can't wait for joint practice season as well. But as an offensive lineman, how difficult is it not to fight every single play? And then how do you know when your coach wants you to fight to show a little fire?
Yeah, I don't think your coach ever is sitting there condoning fighting, because I think as long as your coach played, he understands how tiresome it is to get into a fight. That's what people don't realize. If you're in the middle of training camp, like D-Butts, you know this, Pat, you know this, like you've seen every offensive lineman, they're just trying to make it to September. Like, hey, let's just get to September. And if we're sitting here and, we got a 30-play call-it period coming up, and it's basically full tilt 1-versus-1 scrimmage, and the period before it's a blitz period, and this defensive tackle keeps putting his hand in your throat, and all of a sudden you swipe it down, he throws a jab, and now you're in a full tilt fight. I mean, you're seeing stars around your head for the next hour, and you're sitting there cramping up, and you're sitting there like, I think I'm going to retire. I think I'm going to retire right now. So whenever that happens, you hope the fight ends short so you can get back. But man, if it's a long one, I mean, there's been times where, my legs are dead. I'm trying to call a timeout. I'm trying to fake an injury to get out of this thing. Like, it is the absolute worst thing, because you get so tired, your legs get heavy, your arms get heavy, and you're already on jet lag, because training camp, that's what it is. You get put on jet lag 4 days in. That's essentially what it is. You're sleep deprived, you're waking up for drug tests, you're going through 2 practices a day, and I know that, one of them's a walkthrough, but it's still, they're long days. Meetings drag you all the way till 9 o'clock at night. You can't sleep because you lost a rep in one-on-one, and all night, that's all you're sitting there thinking about. You're waking up at 2 a.m. I'm waking up at 2 a.m. trying to figure out an excuse on how I'm going to tell my coach what happened during that one-on-one, and I look like an asshole. So all these things are combining during training camp, and then you get into a fight in day 5 or the second day of training camp. It's like, oh, this is going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
I appreciate the fact that I didn't have to do any of that.
Sure.
That
You didn't get involved.
No scuffle?
I did. I've been in 2 training camp scuffles. Okay. They come over to our area, where we're standing, we're sitting, and it's just like a push. So that helmet goes on immediately, and then it's, hey!
Yep.
You got to be on the defense side, too.
Yes,
okay.
And Vinny was on the offense side.
Yep.
So we literally just faced each other. Hey!
What the hell?
We made a mockery out of it. We made quite a mockery out of the situation. But if you were to put on the film, when it came over to us, helmets went on, and we were in the scrum, which you have to be.
Boys brought in.
That's a whole nother thing. If you watch film and the offensive line is getting in a fight, and there's 3 offensive linemen that are not in with the offensive line, I think you could probably pick out who's probably not going to be part of that offensive line group. I think early in training camp, you could probably figure out these 3 not probably going to be with the group. Like, there's so much more that's going on in those fights as well. Obviously, you're very tired, but the team is watching that too. The scouts, coaches.
And the camera, they keep the cameras rolling.
Roll it.
They keep it rolling, so it's better be in that frame. And like you said, some people are bullshitting just to be in there, but you better show up.
Yeah,
sure,
have to show. Well, I learned that at West Virginia, because people wanted to fight our team every warm-ups. It was just, it felt like, and maybe our team,
maybe
was a part of it as well. Dogs, you could say. Yeah, we had some dogs through and through. The whole team was dogs, I think, if you were to look back at it. I have to show face. That was my immediate first reaction. I didn't grow up in the football world, but a little standoff happens. I think it was our DBs, and I think it was probably, who knows, on the other team. And they're yelling and chirping. And I'm 10 yards away. I'm doing my shit, though. I'm currently warming up. Have to turn around, have to show face, have to yell. Then Rich Rod, obviously, does a full, hey, don't be fucking scared to get in there now. With the whole talk about me. And it's like, okay, I did the right thing. Okay, yeah. I didn't know what the football world is. But, yeah, you always got to show for your teammate. Have to. Here's Josh Simmons.
My favorite.
Go ahead.
My favorite thing is the O-line coach in meetings, like afterwards, right? Like, he's obviously echoing the message from the head coach, right? So he's sitting there, he's like, all right, boys, we can't have fights. I like that you got stuck up for your teammate. I like this. Let's watch that clip back. Let's watch that. They're like breaking it down. They're like, good jab, good overhand. My man's grabbing for a helmet. Like, I mean, we are breaking this thing down like it's a UFC fight. It's pretty awesome.
Well, the thing is, the uppercut seemingly the right play because it's up under there, but the pads, because you can catch the pads there, so that's not as easy. The helmet grab always the play for the losing participant. That is always who's going first. Or it's first act of aggression, straight to the helmet.
Yep.
Here we have Josh Simmons actually got into a fight. Here's Mark Palouse's video. He's filming it from his camera, I think, so it's hard we get it. You'll see it, though. There's Josh finishing a play. Jab. Boom.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh, I like that.
What? And then guy grabs his helmet, takes it off. He's still in there. Where's the team?
I like it.
Where's the team?
I like
Got to buy
it.
himself.
A lot of white jerseys.
I didn't like that. AQ. Now, that play might have gone.
I didn't like that either, but my man stood in there. He stood in the pocket like Ilya Taporia.
Yes, he did, like Ilya Taporia. Yes, he did. He Max Holloway'd that thing. Mm-hmm. He said, we'll do this right here on your guys' side. Let's assume the offense is on the complete opposite side of the field. Let's assume that he's on a complete opposite side of the field. And also, let's understand that this is very normal.
Or they're
training
thinking
camp.
rookie's a little too overzealous.
Well, and also, he's got a great.
Yeah.
That was fat.
Powerful punch.
That was quick.
He's worked on that. I think he's been in a gym before. Because the placement, too, that would have been.
Yeah. Bop.
Now, with a helmet, not the greatest move, but he felt it.
Yeah.
There's a rattle in there. All right, before we get out of here, final question. It's a good one. Let's take you back to college. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, AQ, listen, I know you are a Penn State Nittany Lion through and through, okay? And I'm just curious. We heard James Franklin's comments. He basically said, hey, listen, if Notre Dame played in the conference and had to play Blue Bloods like Purdue, like we do, then they wouldn't have beat us in the Orange Bowl. We would have went to the national championship. With that being said, yeah, exactly. So with that being said, do you think, because a lot of people think Penn State might be a national title, contender this year, maybe going to go. Do you agree with that? Do you think it's bullshit that Penn State has this murderers row? They're playing, Auburn and Purdue and Louisiana Lafayette and West Virginia and teams like that? Or do you think that James Franklin's maybe out on an island a little bit here? But overall, how you feeling about the Nittany Lions going into this season?
I think Notre Dame's schedule of yesteryear was a lot tougher. I mean, recently they're playing Duke, they're playing Stanford. Stanford isn't what it used to be. They got one of the.
If they went to the
schools.
ACC, that's who they would be playing.
They would. They need to come over to the Big Ten where we've made it a super conference.
So James wants them in the Big Ten. That's what he wants.
I think that's what it is.
That's a good way to recruit him.
Great angle.
That is not a bad angle.
Great angle.
I love what James Franklin's doing.
Hey,
you're sorry ass. Why don't you come on in here?
Yeah, I'm sure he's signing up to play them every year.
I love it. Who? You think James Franklin?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Can I give you my take on the Penn State Nittany Lions? Mm-hmm. I think what happened at the end of that game against Notre Dame for Drew Aller was the best thing that could happen for Drew Aller. Okay? I think it's terrible for Penn Staters. Obviously terrible. Terrible for Drew Aller. Horrendous that is on his resume. But I think that is a perspective putter for Drew Aller all offseason. Nobody's talked about him. We've talked about so many other quarterbacks. So many. Drew Aller's 6'6". Drew Aller can throw the ball forever. Drew Aller can run. He's got moxie. He's an Ohio guy. Mm-hmm. And then he had what? His worst thing of the season, basically, was his last play. It's like that. I think motivation, perspective, chip on shoulder. I think Penn State still has all those things. And also, I think you guys still have more money than anybody else in the country. You guys just signed the number one hockey guy.
Gavin McKenna.
You guys signed the next Sidney Crosby, allegedly, this fucking guy, to Penn State. What the other sports are in the finals?
Hockey made a deep run. Yeah, the wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling, obviously.
Penn State sports.
Yeah, women's volleyball
are about to become
lacrosse.
I think everybody just needs to get ready. That Penn State sports is gearing up to take over everything with the way they are constructed with CEOs and donors and boosters, and they're not just collectives. They're coming from actual people that have companies that are spending this money. So I don't think like the commission is going to be able to cut them out of this whole thing. $700 million update to the stadium, $167 million in an offseason. This is money. They're just fuck. Yeah, we'll take this as well. You donate $10 million, we'll let you in a speakeasy in the back door.
What do you think?
$10 million is what it's going to take.
Coach Jim Knowles.
Yeah, Jim Knowles from Ohio State comes out. I mean, like Penn State is all in on sports. I love that. I like that a lot. I assume you do as well. Do you think the football team, because there's so many other schools that are all in as well, especially in the Big Ten, do you think they're going to be able to do what they did last year? And do you think they're going to be able to get even further?
It's going to get real loud if they don't. It's going to get real loud because they have spent all the money in the world to keep that roster intact, right? They got their quarterback coming back. They've been able to keep both running backs. They go and poach Jim Knowles. They pay the defensive tackle. And all these guys were borderline pro guys, too. Like, they could have gone into the draft as well, let alone gone to another school for more money. So they've done everything. They've gone all in on this. They've gone all in with everything at the university. My man Pat Kraft is, let's spend it. How much does it cost? Let's write the check for $1 more, whatever it is, right? So he's doing everything he can to win. He's doing everything he can to put this program at the top and the upper echelon of college football and stop Penn State from being mentioned in, okay, well, after the top 4, after the top 6. Like, no, he wants to win this damn thing. And they got the group coming back. Obviously, we like the quarterback. You love that play happened for Drew Aller. I didn't love it, but I also love the fact
I know you didn't love it, but I'm just saying mindset. As somebody got death threats at the end of a season, at the end of a football season, my junior year, like all offseason, it was like, I've done nothing. I think I was All-American already at 2 positions. I mean, it was just like, but that was just like, you are nothing in this entire world, especially with what people that are supposed to be on your side are saying to you. Mm-hmm. Like, people think you have done nothing for us because you missed that. Like, for him, I assume the shit has been loud at him, and I think that's good if he's a dog. Like, I think that's a good thing if he's a dog. C.J. Stroud talked about it at Ohio State. Yep. About how he had a terrible time, and he got murdered. And it was like, that actually, like, created him. I think that, like, kind of calloused him a little bit for what life is. Nobody wants that road. Everybody wants to win national championship. Everybody wants to be perfect, do that whole thing. But sometimes, like, the worst thing can come at a time that can really make you your best you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. And I've known you for the better part of almost 20 years now at this point. I know you have that mentality. I think I have that mentality. Like, whenever your back's against the wall, like, that's when your best comes out. That's me too. Not everybody's built that way. So I'm curious to see how he responds. If Drew is that guy, right? Like, this is a big moment for him because every scout in America has your same sentiment, right? Every GM has your same sentiment. So can he be that guy? Will he be that dog whenever now your back's against the wall? Whenever it's a 2-minute drill and the game's on the line and you're down and you need a score and you need a play. This year, can you make that play? Because the guys at the next level, the guys that everyone's talking about, Mahomes, CJ Stroud, right? Like, all these guys with that mentality, they make that play at the next level on the biggest stage, on the biggest moment in front of millions and millions of fans.
Hopefully you guys are able to do it this year for Penn State. I'd be happy for you, man. And I also hope that Pat Kraft gets rewarded, the athletic director up there, for all the fundraising. That's what athletic directors' jobs are now. Yeah. Your fundraisers. Yep. Obviously vision and everything, but you're fundraising. $164.9 million, I believe, is what was reported. $164.9 million from 20,000 donors, okay? 20,000 different donors. They have the most CEOs out of any school in the country.
Gotta win.
So they just got thousands of CEOs that are getting paid so much money. Mm-hmm. It's like, James Franklin, gotta win.
Have to.
Yeah, because Pat Kraft in that team are going to be there.
He's doing his job.
Well, they're going to be there.
Does he have to win?
Yeah, I think so.
AQ
would be.
I've been saying
he's never won before, so I guess it's like,
What's his record against top 5 teams or whatever that's?
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is color comment. I like James Franklin. Remember, he was good to us. He had that turkey burger.
He didn't know what was on his burger.
That's because it was a turkey burger. He said, I like meat. I don't like turkey burger.
Then why has he got a turkey burger?
Because I think it's good for a community. I think, because there's a farm right there.
Sure, locally sourced. Yeah, farm to table.
Yeah. Didn't he make that fan a speed bump, though, after he yelled at him?
I mean, he was going to fight a fan. He's a little fiery. Yeah. He's a little fiery. I mean, that's James Franklin football.
That's true.
He was just talking shit to Notre Dame, telling him to come to Big Ten. Yeah. Like that, James Franklin, But now he has all of everything that everybody else has had that he's been competing against, I think is what he would say. And now let's see what he does with it. All right, we appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, AQ Shipley, you're the man. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who has covered a sport for us over the last few years that has kept us interested in a sport that we should have been loving all along. Obviously, the MLB is taking... I'm sorry. I saw a lot of baseball people get mad that I say the MLB. Am I just supposed to say MLB?
It's MLB.
Obviously, MLB. Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, I'm never going to do that.
It's Major League Baseball. You wouldn't say the Major League Baseball.
I get it, but it's like the league.
Yeah, you say it for every
but
league.
that makes sense.
The
National Football League. The National Basketball Association. The Major League Baseball.
Sounds stupid.
It does.
But
hey,
I'm going to say the MLB.
A lot of people do that. You don't have to.
But I want to let you know, the baseball people have attacked pretty hard.
I know, I get it.
Because there's Manfred giving an answer. Yep. And the one comment, the biggest comment said, He's talking to a guy that said the MLB. None of this should count. It's like, God damn. Ladies and gentlemen, why didn't you tell me? Jet pass.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me, Jet? And the green screen ain't working. I see it's green. Jesus.
Dude, I have wanted to say to you for so long, it's not the MLB.
I know. I'm sure you have. Right back there. I got murdered. I got absolutely murdered. Just trying to do the baseball. Trying to do the baseball.
Kill that.
The baseball.
You know what? Listen. I appreciate the fact that you acknowledged it too, because you're right. If we're talking syntactically here, the Major League Baseball, it just doesn't work. But listen, as long as you care, I don't care if you call it MLB, the MLB, just baseball, whatever you want to call it. As long as you like baseball, that is what matters.
Okay, I am turning into a baseball lover. So I think that's a good thing. Now, I will say,
I love that.
Football highlights all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Distracted. Yeah. You know, there is I'm running, I'm a dog running, and all of a sudden there's barbecue here. And baseball is fun. Geno Smith just threw a dime to a guy named Dante. They said it was the darts. It was only one. Okay, all right, then we're back here. So baseball, football right now kind of colliding, and I think it will continue for the rest of baseball season. But let's talk about the baseball's future, shall we? Because I do care about baseball, and I'm getting into baseball. And is it a bad time to get into the baseball? Hey, this Bryce Harper stuff with Rob Manfred, interesting. Then the conversations that I was having with people whenever we were lucky enough to be at the Home Run Derby, both players and other folks, it's like, hey, this CBA thing's a real problem. When is this? And baseball can't shoot itself in the foot right now. It feels like everything's going in a great direction. Do you agree?
I would like to believe that that's the case, Pat, because the collective bargaining agreement doesn't expire until December 1st, 2026. So we got like another full year plus before it even becomes an issue and labor or a lockout potentially is in play. But where it's at right now isn't great. And I think the confrontation between Bryce Harper and Rob Manfred really illustrates the two parties that we have going on here. On one side, you've got owners, and the owners, both publicly but particularly privately, have been talking about implementing a salary cap. There's a salary cap in the NFL, in the NBA, in the NHL. Why does Major League Baseball not have one? And the players, on the other hand, are like, you know what? And Bryce Harper, I think, believes this too. Generations of players before the ones who are playing right now fought specifically to avoid getting a salary cap so you could have as free of a market as possible. And so the people who play this sport can be paid what they deserve, and that there's no limitations on it. There's no constrictions on salary, on length, on anything like that. If a guy is phenomenal and he's out there in free agency, he can get 15 years and $765 million like Juan Soto did. And so you have these two sides that have completely conflicting opinions. And beyond that, Pat, you have a history here. It's been since the 1970s that owners have been pushing for a salary cap in MLB. They lost the World Series in 1994 because players went on strike to avoid having a salary cap. So there's a deep history here, and you're seeing a lot of the same arguments, you're seeing a lot of the same points, but I would like to believe that at the end of the day, everybody involved understands. Yeah, I mean, everybody involved needs to understand that you cannot lose a season. You absolutely cannot lose a season because baseball is in a good place right now. Baseball has people like you who they're bringing in and who are actually watching the game and seeing it and being like, hey, like, turns out baseball's good.
Cool sport. But a lot of games. Yeah. Cool sport.
They've got a long way to go and a large gap to bridge before they get to the point where I think the sides are going to agree on something. And I just hope the 2027 season is not the casualty to get there.
All right, a couple years from now, let's assume that leverage is being flexed by both sides right now and that a good negotiation will take place and collective bargaining will happen and we'll continue to have greats playing great baseball, which is great for baseball right now. But I will say, Bryce Harper walking right up to the commissioner's face saying, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Dog. Love it. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. The boys, I know there's some Spanish speakers in there that don't understand a lot of English, so maybe somebody had to translate to them what was happening there. That's what I learned at the home.
Oh, no. Nobody needed to translate what was happening. When Bryce Harper's holding a bat and walks up to the commissioner and says, if you want to talk about a salary cap, you can exactly what you said right there. Yeah, it's and here's the thing: Manfred went right back at him.
Yes,
like Rob Manfred dropped an F-bomb at him too.
This is my fucking clubhouse.
You shut the fuck up.
How about this? Give me a bet. Give me a bet.
How about that?
Nobody gives him a bet. I need a bet. That would be, oh man, what a moment. That's baseball, baby. Okay, all right.
That's, you know, Pat. You know what that is though. This is the first shot in the war.
He takes all their bats.
You don't get a bat.
He takes all of them. They can't play anymore.
You know what? That looks like that's not regulation.
This is mine.
This is mine. That's mine. Hey, let's send them all the big seamed baseballs
Yeah. You
to
know
this
what?
team. Right?
Where
All
are
right,
your baseballs?
We only got 3 minutes. We only got 3 minutes to a hard out. There's other things happening in baseball that are also, sorry, baseball, not great for baseball. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Jet, what is going on with the Emmanuel Clase situation? Obviously, he's like one of the big targets this year around the trade deadline, but now there's the gambling investigation. He's been placed on leave. So what's going on there? Is this an issue? Because all these guys are from the Guardians, and also not just him. Eugenio Suarez got hit in the hand the other day. A lot of people were nervous he might have broken it. How does that impact his trade value, and what's going to happen? Just quickly, what's going on with those two guys?
2 minutes, Jay.
I can do this easy. No broken finger for Eugenio Suarez. When you have hand issues, it can really sap your power, but I don't think teams are concerned at this point because there is no break there. He's going to be fine. He's going to get a haul. The Diamondbacks are going to do great. In terms of Emmanuel Clase, things are not quite as great because when you see multiple players from the same team, you worry like, oh God, could this be another situation like the Black Sox, where everybody is involved in something? Now, it was interesting to see the Guardians put out a statement yesterday saying that it is expected that these will be the only two players who are involved in it. Major League Baseball continues to do its investigation right now, and the Guardians are not going to say that if MLB doesn't give them a sense that they haven't found anything yet. And yet we also know that these sorts of things tend to have different layers to them. So I'm not going to sit here and say the Guardians are in the clear at this point. I hope as a baseball fan, and for the sake of Major League Baseball, that is the case. But Pat, let's be honest about this. When you have micro bets that exist, when you can bet on something like, is this going to be a ball or is this going to be a strike, you are running the risk of having a 1,200 player population that is not all going to be immune to chasing the money, regardless of how much they make. And so Major League Baseball, however much it works with betting integrity firms, absolutely needs to be pushing for the elimination of those sorts of bets.
Okay, and are they going to check into umpires at all? Did you see this? I saw this codify. Hey, nope, ball.
Excuse me?
What?
That
not great.
Excuse me?
But you just talked about micro betting and everything like that. It's like, I don't want to say, hey, that's obnoxious, but that is, right? As somebody that doesn't really follow.
No, yeah, without a doubt. I'd guess he probably apologized not too long after that.
Yeah. Listen, sometimes guys miss stuff. That
happens sometimes.
That is what the ABS challenge system is going to be for. That's why robot umpires are necessary, period.
All right. We appreciate the hell out of you. Obviously, gambling, 182 games, how many pitches, what you can do with baseball. It is ripe for the picking. Hopefully, it doesn't continue to be a thing.
Jet, can Clase still be traded or no? Does this affect that?
Quick. I don't think anyone's going to be trading for him.
I figured, but
How many games?
162 in a season.
I gave an extra 20. I wish. Yes.
Well, with the playoffs.
All right.
Baseball fan.
That's
Big baseball
MLB,
show.
baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Passan. Thank you, buddy.
Hey, Jet.
I didn't like the condescending big baseball fan. Okay, Jay, you're part of the problem. We'll be back on the other side. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice.
The college football playoff is obviously in the middle of a transition era, but we go back in time into a movie-like setting to battle in the Big Ten to see who gets to move on and who goes home. Our UFO just flew over top B-2 Stealth Bomber and in the national anthem. And on a day in the United States of America where a heinous act has happened, it's a nice reminder that we'll get your ass. You might take a shot, but you're never going to win. And 10 for Will Howard. Same exact play action. Drops it off to Jeremiah Smith. With space. He's a monster. Jeremiah Smith. First touch is a touchdown. Time. Shot down the middle. Puka. Ooh, touchdown.
See the split safeties right here. So Will Howard knows his read, looks him off, steps up in the pocket. Great throw.
Takes a shot. And what happens? Jeremiah Smith comes up with the ball. Handoff. Run to the left. Jordan James. Will Howard. Time. Oh, no. Jeremiah Smith's wide ass open. That's a touchdown. Ohio State is kicking the living shite out of the Oregon Ducks. If Jeremiah Smith is on your team, I think you can win every game. Travion Henderson. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown! They can run it. They can spin it. They can kick it. This Buckeyes team is playing football at a level nobody else in the country is playing right now. Gathers a low snap. Rolls left, throws back to the right. Jeremiah Smith's on the field. So that's another first down. Thus far, this game has been absolutely shite. Step in. Oh my God. That is so beautiful. You got Matt Hardy on the left there. AJ, chance.
I see at the 47. Unfortunately, my youngest son puked all over himself, went to the hospital, so my whole family's not here anymore to hear that. But I'm getting some updates every once in a while. He seems to be doing not much better. He puked over the whole section. Jeez. Instant urgent care, instant hospital.
Oh, no.
What type of shite was he eating? Is someone making salmon down here? We came down here and smelled like fish.
Look at this.
For those that have never been here, I would recommend coming and checking it out. Although this particular game was absolute shite. Woo!
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey.
Why?
Let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You ping! Damn it! Your friend tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people. And welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this Football Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. Hour 2 of the program begins now. Football! It's happening all around us, and we're incredibly lucky that we get a chance to chit-chat about it from now all the way until February when the next Super Bowl is played. We will have football every single week until then. And for that, we celebrate.
Hell yeah. Come on.
Now, there were spring football leagues that obviously we all watched, and Fisher Freight were doing their thing, and football is certainly going to always be great no matter what style of football it is. But NFL football being back and college football being right around the corner is just a beautiful thing. You know, whenever you wake up and think to yourself, I'm just a few weeks away from a Saturday morning, 6 a.m. alarm, wake up, a little coffee, a little scroll through the internet.
Sure.
Walk onto a stage, a few thousand, hopefully, students behind us, and kicking off a full slate of college football.
Oh, man.
What is that full slate of college football, though? Oh, Ohio State and Texas is the first.
Yep.
I mean, we're just a few weeks away.
Yeah, and that's not the only game.
No. Whole day.
Yeah.
Packed all the way until the 10 o'clocker.
Boom.
Boom. 11 o'clocker, sorry. We got football right around the corner. And you think about the NFL, Hall of Fame game, 2 days.
No big deal.
Hall of Fame game's on Thursday. We will be there. Chargers-Lions will be, I don't know if we'll be at the game. It's supposed to rain.
Yep.
So we will judge with the rain.
We'll be at Kent.
We will be at Canton. Now, if it's just going to storm all afternoon,
gotta get out of there.
There's a chance we might not make it to the game. Plan is, as of this moment, tomorrow, St. Vincent College, University.
Yeah.
Thursday, Canton, Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Right off the highway there, easy to get to.
Yep.
Easy to get to. Right off the highway there, you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Can certainly hear it.
Turn the gain down.
Certainly can.
Let's turn the gain down now.
We found out this morning that we will be right next to a highway, which, classic, middle of America. Yeah, that's how it works.
the way it works.
You got to get from one place to another here. That's how it goes. So we'll be next to the highway. But we will obviously want to give everything that we possibly can to the wonderful folks at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We'll get a chance to chit-chat with the entire class of this year in the first hour. They'll be stopping by. I cannot wait to learn more about their story, cannot wait to learn more about the Hall of Fame, and cannot wait for the Chargers and the Lions to officially kick off NFL football for the year. Even though the game's going to be shite, we still love the fact that football is happening.
The show's going to be awesome. The game will probably be awesome. But if I have to miss DJ Uyunglele versus Kyle Allen because it's rain, I'm going to be pissed.
Same.
We'll be there. We'll stay for it.
Okay.
Well,
I'll drive home. You guys go ahead.
Okay.
Done deal.
All right. So that is an option. So I'm not going to say I'm going to go home, but I will not feel bad now if I go home, man, because you will drive home. We will all view it the same way, right?
Yeah.
Tone will have his own rental.
Yep.
So
if we got to get out of there,
if we have to,
he's going to be all right.
Tone's okay.
Can I watch this on NFL Premium Plus?
It's on NBC, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
NBC, I think, is sending, from our understanding, NBC is doing, NBC's treating us like a
it's like a Sunday night football.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Setting the farm.
But yeah, you could definitely still watch it on
practice.
NFL Premium
Okay.
Plus. Premium brought to you by NFL Premium.
Yeah. And who owns that? Does ESPN own it?
kinda up
Does
in the air.
anybody know anything about that? Mentioned it to Schrager the other day, and Schrager was like, right? Didn't he?
Yeah.
Basically,
He kind of, that was his
He's still
exact.
basking in his
Because
shot.
as I was looking at him, as I was saying, he felt like he knew more than we did about the whole situation. Because all we do is see like a tweet from some rat that's like, "Hey, there's a chance that ESPN's going to buy NFL Network or whatever." ESPN. What is that happening? Do we know? Does anybody know if that's happening?
No idea. It's like a live golf PGA situation.
The report
where
was-
So because our show is licensed through ESPN and technically in ESPN World, we should get free subscription, right, to NFL Plus Premium.
Without a
if
doubt.
that happens,
Without a doubt.
we should be working for that. And we should also get something that we can give out.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Especially
Agreed.
if we should be able to hand these out to the people to watch.
Wait a second. Are you guys getting free subscriptions like Disney Plus, ESPN Plus that I'm missing out on? Or?
Oh, yeah. Good point. No.
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 No, we are not.
Paying out of pocket for those.
yeah,
That's all.
Worth it, though.
actually,
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Moana,
Yeah.
Moana 2. Mackenzie loves
Yep.
seeing the lion in the sky
Oh,
when
yeah.
the moon
Watch
sea meets the
movies
sky.
last night.
mine right
Nemo.
Yeah, all of it over there.
Toy Story.
I'm watching these Disney movies for the first time.
dude.
They're
Not
good.
bad.
What's
Great
your
movies.
favorite so far?
Moana has really stolen the day. I'll be honest, just strictly because Big Goose is in there doing his
I
thing.
think you really like Luca. I watched it last night. It's real good.
Luca sucks. It's
Luca
in Italy.
very thin right now.
It is in Italy.
It sucks.
Luca very, very thin right now.
Yeah, he is. He was on the Yankees broadcast
But
last
it's a
night.
beautiful.
How
thing.
was he?
He was pretty good, actually. I was expecting him to not say anything. He stayed for like 2 innings and was kind of just having a good time. It was pretty sweet.
Saw him take a picture with Aaron Judge. Crazy how tall they both are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That picture just makes them both look like they're like 5'11". That is not the case. That was at a high altitude.
Yes.
He had sunglasses on. Super trim.
Oh,
Yeah, like incredibly slim. Looks like he's lost 100 pounds.
And I saw LeBron work. He looks unbelievable. He looks like he's 6'6" or whatever it is. Unbelievably tall. How tall is Aaron Judge?
Aaron Judge like 6'8".
So I think Luka was a little bit shorter.
Yeah, Luca's like 6'6", 6'7", I think.
Yeah, he looks unbelievable. Is he still going to be able to do his shit?
Yes.
They'll be great.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I was always worried if I lost my fat that I wouldn't be able to hit the ball as far. There's a chance that Luka wonders if he can still do his.
You think he'd be moving too fast now?
Yes.
Well, because he was
His thing is molasses.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that his thing?
He was
Because everybody's like
deceptive.
going, and he's still on his second step, and you're gone.
He'll figure it out.
He might have too much quick twitch. Luka might be too in shape. Is anybody else saying that?
Oh, I can't wait for them to kill him for that.
Oh.
Fatso lost way too much weight.
Oh,
Now he stinks.
Now he's getting bodied around. I can't wait for the full thing. Luka, you look great. We're proud of you. Speaking of looking great, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a man who's going through a midlife crisis with his hair and we think everything else. He's a college football national champion, Super Bowl champion, Ryder Cup winner, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Hawk.
Yeah.
AJ, I just want to let you know, 4 people independently texted me last night. Okay? Different parts of country.
Okay. Yeah.
All of them said the same thing, different phrasing, different eras. These people all came from different ones, so the way they said things was certainly different. They said that it is very much a yarmulke on top of your head.
I've heard that too.
That's basically
I've heard
what
that as
everybody has said.
Yeah.
4 different parts of the country. And then you could add in my wife.
Sure.
She didn't text me, obviously. She just told me. Is AJ wearing one of those, the Jewish, I say yarmulke? She goes, is he wearing one of those? It looks like he's wearing.
Yeah.
Looks like he's wearing a yarmulke.
Yeah.
And I go, you're not the only person I said it. And I showed the text. This guy's in California at training camp. This guy's on the East Coast at training camp.
Wow.
This guy's in Florida at training camp. And this guy lives in Arizona, and now he's a color commentator. So everybody's saying it. I just want to let you know. I don't know if it's a lighting. I think it might be. And also, Shalom, brother.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's not a yarmulke. I do understand it. I'm trying to grow the sides out, and that's it's going to be weird for a long time. I would just imagine right now. I don't have any plans, but I'm trying to grow the sides out. The top, who knows? Like, that's the thing. Like, tell those people I appreciate them consuming the product. Thank you very much for watching.
Hell yeah. Hey, anything to start a little attention. I like that. Keep doing the yarmulke haircut. Keep doing that.
I will.
That's good for the program.
It is.
There's no plans in sight. So yeah, we're sticking with whatever we're doing.
It's got the people buzzing.
I'm excited for the end result. I don't know no one knows what it's going to be, but I'm excited for the end result.
I don't either.
We saw it yesterday. Yeah. We know what the end result is.
That's it. I'm very excited.
Yeah, we've grew up with like 50 people that all had this ratty, great flow of hair. That's where you're headed, AJ? You want a little axle note? Daddy can still let the hair flow? Is that what we're doing?
I don't think that's in the plan. But like I said, there is no plan. So who knows? I never say no.
So for now, we do the yarmulke until we get this. This is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Right here.
Ooh, that's perfect.
It's not that long there either.
The thing that I love about it is you clearly never got it like layered, never got it like trimmed, never got it.
I trimmed it myself sometimes too. Yeah, like I didn't have any professional help. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's just one length of shit, just all sitting there like a waterfall. Yeah, I learned after I cut my hair, because same thing. My hair was just all the same length. Like you needed to cut, like we're trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, they can cut this to make it not look like it is just a, So maybe you do that.
Yeah, maybe.
JC was here.
Huh?
JC.
He was.
I know. I almost sat down, and then I was like, you know what? I don't feel it in my bones today. To get rid of the hair just yet.
Sometimes you gotta feel it.
You gotta feel it.
Yeah.
AJ, wherever you go with your hair, know that we will support you. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man that we have supported since the beginning. Back whenever he was wearing a headset in the booth.
That's right.
Remember?
Even further back. You can go all the way back to when he was a scout for New England.
You supported the shit out of him.
Amen.
Hey, they got this Italian guy, huge brain.
Big brain.
All these do your job documentaries, they got this fucking paisan walking in. Like, this guy's a guy.
He supported me. Threw at my pro day. Yeah.
Wow. Did he really?
Boom. Yeah. Him and Bill B.
So he was working whenever we came out of college?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think he put me on any list. Ladies and gentlemen, the general manager of the Houston Texans, Paisano Nick Caserio.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I didn't
What's
fall
up,
really
fellas?
far, Nick.
No, all true. Did DB's workout, and back in the day, I had a horrible haircut. I know you guys were just talking about haircuts, but I had a horrible haircut, so I've kind of cleaned it up a little bit. So it was kind of long, kind of puffy, so I try to get it cut once a week, so I can't stand. I just showed AJ's picture. I've never had hair like that, so it wasn't quite that long.
I'll tell you what, you win a Super Bowl. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
Sure.
Why don't you go ahead and let that thing just kind of flow there? All the most important photos of your life, just terrible, long, disgusting hair. I think you should sign up for that. I think you should think.
No, I cut my hair once. I was going bald. I cut my own hair. So actually, one summer I was cutting my hair. The attachment fell off, so I didn't have a choice, so I just shaved it.
All right, and that man is now a general manager in the NFL, and he will cut his own hair so he doesn't have to pay somebody else to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He's been a great businessman, seemingly, since jump there in Houston. Feels like you had a massive offseason. Let go of a couple studs, brought in some new folks, traded out of the first round. Feels like you've been very active, but nobody's been talking about it. How do you feel about your offseason? And how do you feel about being completely under the radar yet again like it was a couple years ago almost?
Yeah, no, appreciate you saying that. We feel like we've made some progress here in the offseason. I think when you look at the entire AFC South, quite frankly, they've all improved. Jacksonville's improved, Tennessee's improved, Indianapolis has improved.
Thank you.
They just extended Raymond there, yesterday or whatever it was. So, I mean, I think the offseason, the one thing that's consistent or one thing that is constant is change. So we understand there's going to be turnover with our roster each year. So what we try to do is just kind of take inventory of where we are, try to make good, smart decisions, bring people in that we feel fit our program on a lot of different levels, both personally and then on a field as well. And this is what training camp is about, to try to sort through what we have on the roster, create some competition, try to create as much depth as possible. So at least give ourselves an opportunity each week to be competitive with the rest of the teams, not only in AFC South, but the rest of the AFC as well.
Let's talk about C.J. Stroud a little bit. Obviously, his rookie season is record-breaking, and then injuries everywhere, I think, around the team. You guys would obviously not make any excuses, but sophomore season not as great or prolific as obviously the magical rookie season. What do you expect from him? What did you see from him in the offseason? If I recall, everything C.J. Stroud has ever done is like perfect for being the starting quarterback for an NFL team. Has that continued this offseason? What have you seen out of him from early in camp?
Yeah, no, he's had a good offseason. I think he's had a good, I would say, spring of work. He's very committed. Kind of started his offseason February, March. He was around here, and then he did some throwing sessions over the summer. I think the big thing that we're trying to focus on as a team is just consistency. When you look back at last season, it started well, 5-1, and then we were just kind of up and down. And, offensively, it was probably a microcosm for the rest of the team. So I think the big thing is just trying to make improvement, trying to work on one or two things that you feel are going to make you a better football player. CJ's worked really hard. He's gained a lot of strength. He's gained a lot of lower body strength. And I think the big thing with the transition offensively is just trying to get an understanding of what we're trying to do on a day-to-day basis. So that's where we are. And, he's embraced that. So we've had some change, but, I think we're just trying to work collectively to try to get to a point where everybody's comfortable so that we're ready to go that first Sunday against the Rams.
I think you're always going to be ready down there, especially with D'Amico as head coach. Your defense just punishes people seemingly every preseason. This is just what we see as a defense flying around. C.J. Stroud being a guy, the moves you made on offense, how your defense is seemingly always going to be. Houston Texans, way too good. Go ahead, AJ. Need to be worse down there. Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, Nick, speaking of CJs, I know you guys brought in CJ Gardner-Johnson, obviously on the back end there for your defense. Can you talk a little bit about what he brings to the defense? We know, the competitive atmosphere that is always around this dude and how he competes and goes after the ball. What does he mean to that defense, and what's he going to bring really to that team?
No, you articulated it very well, AJ. I mean, you've seen that in the spring work and then here in training camp. CJ is a very instinctive, very aware football player. You don't have that much production on the ball without having a good understanding of not only your scheme and what the offense is trying to do as well. The ball seems to find him, but that means you put yourself in a position to make plays. So he's had a good attitude. He's had good energy. Honestly, he's kind of blended with the rest of the group. We feel that's a pretty decent group back there in the secondary. We've got a number of good young players, and then CJ brings a certain level of experience to that group. So excited to work with him, but he's had a good attitude. He's an excitable guy. He's a fun guy to be around.
Yes.
He loves football. He loves to compete, and you see that on the field on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, and he'll get 4 or 5 people this year throw a punch 15 yards. Go ahead and make this thing 2nd and 25, which, hey, if he's on your team, which I think your team loves those types of players, that's a good culture. I think he fits perfectly with you guys. You talked about your back end as a whole, not just CJ, GJ. One of your guys actually made it into Darius Butler's sophomore superstar.
Oh, wow.
Everything DB sophomore superstars group here is a loaded class, top 100 across the board. Go ahead, D-Buck.
Absolutely. AJ just asked you about bringing in CJ, GJ, but you got some studs there already, Petrie, Stingley, Paige Stingley, who I think is one of the top, probably 2 corners in the league and some other weapons. How have they gelled as a group so far early in this camp?
Yeah, by the way, DB, that's a really good list you have there. Those are all good football players.
Hey, baby, hey, that's what you saw when you were throwing at his pro day. That's how you stuff.
You know what you're talking about. But as far as our group, it's an interesting group. They're highly, highly competitive. They're very, very salty, and they really don't say a lot. They just kind of show up and work. Petrie's that way. Lassiter is that way for sure. I don't think Stingley has said 15 words since he's been here as a rookie, but they kind of let their play do the talking, which you like to see. Bullock is kind of the same way, and Bullock's got a little bit of personality, but they're all kind of younger players, and when you add CD to that mix, it's just kind of an interesting group that we've kind of pieced together. Jimmy Ward is still on the team and on the roster, has a lot of experience. Jimmy's hurt right now. I know he's dealing with a situation personally as well, but it's a pretty good blend of some younger players that we feel continue to ascend, and then some experienced players. So ultimately, the big thing defensively is just trying to take the ball away, trying to prevent big plays, and then just getting the ball with reckless abandon, because that's what D'Amico preached to the defense, and we have a lot of guys that fit that profile.
Yeah, it feels like you should get good in the back end, because I don't know if you're seeing the clips coming out of Indianapolis, Indiana. I don't know if you're seeing them, Nick.
Nick's not a believer.
He's the guy. He's become the guy, it appears, that we all thought he could potentially be. Do you watch what's happening in other training camps like I do? Like, we're watching these highlights just like going, like we are. It's a problem. I don't think it's a healthy thing. We're seeing highlights, not only Colts and Nick, look out for that down there in Lod High South, down there in Houston. Okay, you need to watch out for that. But do you watch what's going on in other camps right now? Because obviously there's going to be a lot of turnover from other, like, how do you balance that during training camp?
For sure. You're kind of looking at everything. I mean, we don't necessarily get to see what's going on in training camp. Like I said, like I talked about a little bit earlier, like the whole AFC South has improved. So I think what we have to do is kind of focus on our team, our improvement, try to get a good foundation in place, and then get ourselves ready to go for those opponents when it's appropriate. But have a lot of respect for the teams in our division. Not surprising Anthony's playing well. Anthony's a very talented player. But we have, I would say we're reading what's going on. So you kind of have a lay of the land of maybe what players are doing well, what players are standing out, what players potentially could be available. But as far as video and that, we're not going to really see anything until the preseason games start. And then you're seeing it a little more on a personnel basis, not so much schematically. But like I said, we have to focus on our improvement because we understand the challenge that are in front of us in our division. And like I said earlier, every team has gotten better. So this league is about showing up each week, being consistent, and having respect for your opponent. That's the way we approach it. And then try to focus on the Texans and just being the best version of ourselves on a week-to-week basis.
I'll start texting you the clips from the Colts camp. You need to get eyes on these at night when you're sleeping so you know.
No, don't text you. No.
Oh, he doesn't need to.
No.
I kind of want him to see so he has nightmares of the believers just kind of running all over. You know, I kind of want. Never mind. You got enough to worry about. I don't need to add to it.
We know they have good players. We're certainly aware. There's no question.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nice.
So do you. A lot of them. You've changed over a very important position. We obviously have AQ Shipley on our show every single week. He's now the color commentator for the Arizona Cardinals. Don't know if you guys play him. I'm sure he'll have great things to say about you. He has really pointed out the fact that the teams that win are the teams that have great offensive lines. We've tried to showcase that because we think offensive line is the most important position. You guys have done a lot. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Nick, whether it was fair or not, last year, the offensive line you guys had last year took a lot of heat, and there was a big overhaul of the offensive line coming into this season. How do you feel about your new offensive line? And then how hard was it to trade Laramie Tunsil, who's kind of been the cornerstone of that offensive line for so many years?
Yeah, great question on a lot of different levels. I would say relative to Laramie. Laramie's a really good football player, did a lot for this organization for a number of years. Anytime you make difficult decisions like that, it's never easy. You try to have conversations and in the end do what you feel makes the most sense for your football team. Any decision that you make, we understand that there's probably going to be a lot that comes along with it. But relative to our group, have a lot of players with varying levels of experience, a number of veteran players like Cam Robinson and Laken Tomlinson, combined with a number of younger players. Drafted Ursary in the second round. Jared Patterson's done a good job for us. Titus Howard's kind of been the most experienced player here. So we feel like we've created a decent amount of competition there. And you mentioned it, and D'Amico talks about it all the time. Like, this league, everything starts with the front, the offensive and defensive line. And really, it's about how you play as a unit, specifically on the offensive line. So you need all five guys moving in the right direction, communicating the right way, making sure that you get the blockers disseminated appropriately. So it's going to take a lot of work. We have a new offensive line coach as well. So everybody's kind of starting from ground level. But we're going to be as good as a team as our fronts are. So on the offensive and defensive lines, when you look across the league, ultimately, that's where games are won and lost, in addition to taking care of the football and being sound situationally. So we'll try to focus on that, and we'll try to put the best five out there and give ourselves the best chance to win.
Isn't it, obviously, they have to have the ability, but any five could become the five. Mm-hmm. You know, like, it is crazy how offensive lines can kind of piece together. Don't you agree?
No, there's no question. I've been a part of a lot of different shapes and sizes, and I would just say, like, looking at AQ, the guy had an unbelievable career, 12-year career. And the reason that he lasted in this league as long as he did, because he was smart as hell and he was tough as hell, and he had enough physical ability to go along with it, and he was able to maximize it. And when you look at offensive line play, it's really just about mitigating the disaster play and just making sure that you're sound So it's just so that the defensive front doesn't have a direct line to the quarterback on the inside part of the pocket or a straight line off the edge where you don't get a hand on him.
He had 29 and 7/8 inch arms. Is he the only guy that you've heard of at offensive line under 30 inches that has made it Super Bowl champion?
I'm sure if you ask all the analytic gurus, he probably shouldn't even made it through training camp. But he
was told that the guy won the Remington, and then he didn't get drafted until after me.
Exactly, and then he lasts 12 years. I mean, I would say another player. We had Shaq Mason, had him here in Houston last year, had him in New England as well. He was 6'1", 305 pounds, and that guy started at guard for 10 years. So I think sometimes these measurables are a little bit overrated, but you can't put a lot of stuff. Sometimes a guy's toughness, his competitiveness, his just overall work on a day-to-day basis. I mean, it carries a lot of weight, and you see it across the league, not only our team, but other teams as well.
No, I think finding out who's a dog and isn't is an easy job. That's why it's so simple to put together a good team.
Not a doubt.
That's why every team's just, it's so easy to just figure it out. Dealing with humans. 53 of them. Hoping they'll all show up and get along. That's not an easy feat. That's a psychology, sociology test. I mean, there's
so much that goes into it. Oh, there's so much.
That's real.
Honestly, this time of year, you're managing 90 players. So understand, you have a lot of people in your building, different personalities. You're going to go from 90 to 53. Then you're going to have 16 on the practice squad. So you have, I would say, 70 different personalities in your building at once. And not everybody's the same, but part of our responsibility is just get the right people with the right mindset and the right mentality, just moving in the right direction. And if you get enough of those people, in the end, it's going to come down to how well you execute on Sundays.
Are you, they say copycat league. That's kind of what every league is, I think. The NBA, the NHL, the NFL, and MLB.
Yep, well said.
All copycat leagues. You guys see the Eagles win. We all see the Eagles win. They ran the ball more than they threw the ball by hundreds. Saquon Barkley, obviously, the thing. Offensive line, D-line, 4 first-rounders. Everybody's able to go. You see that and say, hey, this is where the league's headed? Does that change anything as opposed to maybe the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl? How does that affect you as another team in the NFL?
No, it's really interesting. I think there's a cyclical nature to our league, whether it's defensive front structure or offensive personnel. We went through that experience at different points in New England. We were an 11 personnel team. Then we were a 12 personnel team. Teams are using a little more 21, but even when you watch Philadelphia play, they're 11 personnel team, but they can run the football as effectively as anybody with opened up formations. So a big part of that is they have a really good offensive line, as you mentioned, and really they have one of the best players in the league in Saquon. But what you have to do is figure out what do you have on your team, what do those players do well, and then kind of where are the opportunities on the margins to make some improvements. But in the end, this league comes down to situational execution, taking care of the football, and at some point, you're probably going to have to get a yard in critical situations. So if you can run the ball or stop that play, then you're probably going to have an opportunity. But the league is very cyclical. And to your point, Pat, it's not you just copy what another team does. You have to figure out what works. But we've got a lot of smart people in this league, and everybody's studying what everybody else is doing and try to figure out, can we incorporate that into our system, or maybe it's something else we can try. So in the end, you have to do what's best for your players and your team within the structure of what you have.
I don't know if you saw it. You say you're going to need a yard at some point. Shane Gillis created the tush push. Is that what we said?
Yeah,
he did.
Is that where we are on that?
Yeah, I think I saw it on the ESPYs. I think it was.
It was on the ESPYs,
It was on the ESPYs. Yeah, I think it was. I think so. Maybe you call him. Yeah, he's down there in Austin, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know how far that is from Houston. Quick. He could probably come up with a yard play for you guys. Came up with one for.
Maybe we could put him on the whiteboard. Yeah, maybe he can give us a play to get us a yard. So
Former D1 offensive lineman. People forget that about him.
And Marine.
No.
Excuse me, Army.
Yes. In any, let's move along.
True story.
Let's talk about putting a team together. Go ahead, Con Man.
Yeah, Nick, every year you seem to kind of support CJ Moore with wide receivers, or CJ Stroud, excuse me. First year you bring in Dalton Schultz kind of as his vet in there, already having Nico Collins. Last year it was Diggs. This year it's Christian Kirk. You're the only guy who seems to check Schefter's notifications when someone gets released and then reach out to that team and just trade for him. I don't know why.
That is your move.
Don't know why no one else does it. You did it with Joe Mixon last year. Now you did it with Christian Kirk.
Great player.
What is kind of the strategy in doing that? And then What's the strategy in bringing in having three Iowa State Cyclones on your roster? Because we're Go Hawks, and those guys typically don't pan out.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton's Olympic gold medalist.
NFL.
Brock Purdy just got paid.
Different sport.
Yeah, no. Brock Purdy, he's one of one. He's Mr. Irrelevant, man. No one can do that.
What are you talking about? Campbell, the guy's won more games than anybody in the history
Good
of Iowa
program.
or something.
Yeah. Matt runs a really good program. Meantime, we have a lot of respect.
Right.
I have a lot of respect for Coach Ferentz, and longest tenured coach in college.
Nick.
So I have a lot of respect for his program. But specifically to your initial question, really, you're just looking for opportunities to add players to your team, and there's no straight line A to B. So if a player gets released, if he makes it to the waiver wire, then he's going to terminate, and then he essentially becomes a free agent. And there's going to be competition for that player's services potentially, so you get involved in that. Or if you feel that's a player that you want to be able to gain his services, and if you have to make a move and give up draft compensation, that's a choice that you have to make. So we've done that a few times here in Houston. We did it back in the day in New England as well. We did it with Jason McCourty, something very similar. So it's really just about trying to take advantage of your opportunities and make decisions that you feel make the most sense. As it pertains to the number of Cyclones that we have on the team, yes, we do have 3. I don't think we went into the draft with the intent to draft 2 players from the same program, but Jaden and Jalen were both really good football players with the right mindset, the right makeup. They kind of complement one another. So our job is to bring as many good football players and people in the building as possible, and then let the competition sort itself out.
How many Hawkeyes you got?
Not enough.
We have Luke Lachey. We took Luke in the 7th round this year. I think he's the only one. I have to check with Omar on that. But we've had Hawks, we've had Cyclones. We had any Mountaineers. We'll have to do that. We got enough Buckeyes, so we're trying to run the gamut here. We have any Huskies? I don't think we have any.
There is no reason. There is no reason to do what you just did right there.
Huskies are coming.
I don't know if the Huskies are ever going to come anywhere, but
I'm sure they do.
I'm sure at some point you guys come somewhere, basketball and everything like that.
Don't relax.
Mountaineers, though, everything that you're about, from what I'm hearing. Rich Rodriguez is about to create some boys for that team down there. I just want to let you know that. We got some Mountaineers that are ready to run. I don't know if it's going to be this year. Okay?
Sure. Be tough.
Trust.
It's like
much better this year, though,
it's like
right?
100 players.
The Mountaineers are ready to go. Rich Rod will get them back.
Rich Rod's ready.
He knows. This is Joe Marion.
How many wins? Was that 10 wins? 11?
Shut up, AJ. You guys going to beat Texas week 1 or not? Okay, let's just talk about that. Let's just talk about that real quick, all right? Don't you worry about what Rich Rod's doing in the hills of West Virginia right now. Okay, we're building dogs, ready to become Texans. But if not, they're going to be Indianapolis Colts. Sure. And you don't want to see them in your nightmares, brother. Speaking of nightmares, we know how much you love the American one.
Yep.
And we know how much you love WWE. You're in the middle of training camp right now. You're obviously focused on a lot of things, but there is a huge change to the wrestling world that's happening. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Nick, obviously you're up to your eyeballs right now in football stuff, as you should be, but I hope, or, maybe you're not, but if you're not going to, I think you should cut a little slice out every night to check out WWE Unreal on Netflix. As a big-time Mark, just curious, are you excited to see how the sausage gets made in the WWE? Or are you like a guy
It is very much, by the way.
Exactly.
Well, you haven't seen it. I've only seen clips. I haven't watched it yet. Everything
is nothing sacred. That's kind of where I stand.
It's nothing sacred.
I don't want to kill kayfabe, but again, knowing you're a big American Nightmare guy, we saw in the preview him and Kevin Owens kind of discussing their match from the Royal Rumble. So is that something to kind of get away from football at night? You'll maybe sit down and kind of tune into.
It's funny you bring that up. At some point, I probably will take a peek at that. Real quick, actually, when I got home last night, I saw the tail end of Raw on Netflix. And then I actually happened to listen. I was at a conference in March. Triple H was there with one of the executives from Netflix. And essentially, they were talking about the transition from USA or the network to Netflix and the reach. And it was really interesting kind of hearing their perspective. I did see CM Punk's monologue last night. Of course, he did a really good job.
Promo! Speak the words, please.
Then they previewed the card here this weekend. So, I mean, the fact that it's Cena's last SummerSlam match, all right. I mean, how do we think this is going to go? We'll see.
Whoa. He might lose, brother. This could be all over. You never know. The run of Cena, the last time is now. Maybe the last time him being a champ is now, too. Never know, just a few days out. Roman got his Jay stolen from him last night.
Crazy.
No way.
From Brunson Reed, right off his feet.
Bad
Big
move.
Brunson Reed?
Yeah. Yeah, the tsunami's back, baby.
It certainly is.
Bronson's a bad man. Bronson's a bad man.
He is a bad man.
Yeah.
Broke both. He's coming off the top of a cage. He's trying to tsunami. He tsunami both his ankles.
Did he do the wheelchair gimmick?
No, he's just with Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman.
Should have, though.
Anyways, the Unreal thing, I've seen the clips. I would like to say, because I feel like everybody in the wrestling world has given their opinion on it, I was not a big fan of this thing. I did not enjoy the thought of it, just as a wrestling fan. Like, I enjoy watching things that happened 20 years ago, like Undertaker and Mick Foley chit-chatting after Hell in a Cell and seeing the clips later in the documentary. Love it. The Rock and Mankind chit-chatting after that. Love it. All the behind. I think Brock and Undertaker's moment before they go out there, like years later. Like, I enjoy seeing it years later. I just didn't know how I'd feel about it. Every clip I've seen is like, this is must watch. Like, this is very, very, very good content that I assume they knew the world would love. And I think if you look at early indications, everybody's watching this shit, Nick. Everybody's watching it.
Well, look, as you know, they know what they're doing. So they obviously felt like if they put this product together, like there was going to be an attraction and there was going to be interest, they wouldn't do something haphazardly, which is why the product has lasted as long as it has, and there's still the interest and the pull that there is. I mean, you know, I was watching clips, obviously, with Hulk's passing, and you're looking at some of the clips and what's happened. Think about that. I mean, he was in it for 35, 40 years, and to still have that reach, and for the WWE to still have the attraction that it does, I mean, they obviously know what they're doing. So you can do nothing but tip your hat to them.
Yeah, it was a big decision, I think, probably that was made. Hey, we're going to give this whole thing away here. And but then as you're watching it, it's like, oh, people that aren't interested in wrestling are going to love this.
Well, and it's also like, it's kind of for the more adult fans. Like, it's TV, it's mature audiences. So, like, they're not editing anything out. Like, those are, like, actual conversations where nothing's bleeped or anything like that. So it's not like they're just like, oh, yeah, the 10 to 14-year-old demo who watches every week, they're going to love this. Like, this is for the adult fans.
NFL Films did a great job with this, I think. From the clips I've seen, I think it is historic type shit.
I was like you. I was against it at first, but I think when we had Paul Heyman on and you asked him about it, his answer kind of turned me before I saw it. And then I was seeing the clips. I haven't saw it and watched the full episode yet, but the clips have been banger after banger.
Every clip is
after
hit.
banger.
Every clip
absolutely
has been great because it's brand new.
A lot of smart people in wrestling. Well, I
think that's what's being showcased. Like, hey, you guys think this is all just like some knockoff bullshit. Sure. They've never won an award, like, from the mainstream. WWE's never won an Emmy. They've never won anything for anything that they've ever done. Because I don't think they've always been like, oh, that's wrestling. That's wrestling. Mm-hmm. I think what Unreal is showing is like, hey, there's a lot that goes into this with some very big brains. Like, these are, now granted, are they brain surgeons? No.
Certainly not.
Are they able to do, but in the wrestling world, entertainment, telling stories, controlling crowds, controlling everything, it's like, it's unbelievable. I think it's very good. I was a non-believer. I told him not to mic me up. I'm like, I ain't into this shit. That's what I said.
Yeah.
As if I matter. They asked me to be in it. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this shit. This ain't
I
it.
look forward to watching when I get the chance, for sure.
Well, we can't wait to watch your team continue to bust ass through training camp. You guys thumped down there. Feels like you guys are big-time hitters. Yeah. Mad respect.
They almost killed Jalen Noel, I'm pretty sure. I think it was Petrie.
Yeah, how do you talk about
Higgins.
that?
It was Higgins. Yeah, Higgins. Yeah, he took a little bit of a shot today. So
a little bit.
It was actually a clean hit. No, I'm sure he'll talk about it in the team meeting here in a little bit.
Hey, this happens, boys. Welcome to. That's a clean hit. That's going to happen every single time. All right, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for making time.
Appreciate you, fellas. Thanks for having us on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the general manager of the Houston Texans, Nick Caserio. Yeah. He mentioned that Omar fella. Omar's the man. He's the guy that made that whole thing happen.
Oh.
Reached out to me cold last week. Hey, hope you're great. If you want to talk to anybody, we obviously are all back, and everybody loves you.
Awesome.
I was like, Caserio, stop by? Because, text me back the next morning. Caserio, good for Tuesday? Perfect. Easy. Let's do it. I appreciate them. Texans have always been good to us.
Very. He's very good. Yeah, he's awesome.
He's always so good on the program.
And they're kings of the South.
He gets it. Like, he understands he's a rational human. Sometimes you don't always get that with GMs. They think they're all consumed by the gig. Like, he seems like a real human still.
Well, him wearing the headset whenever he was up in the booth with old buddy that was chewing his tongue.
Easterby, that's what I was about to say.
Yep.
Easterby, he started with Easterby, and I was with D'Amico Ryans.
So who was the guy, Coach Dave?
Oh, Dave Coley. Chewing his tongue.
He got a raw deal. He got a raw deal,
He did get a raw
Coach
deal.
Dave Coley had no shot.
Placeholder for Josh McCown.
But McCown never coached. So
Those boys fought for Coach Dave.
that was an interesting time for the Houston Texans. And that was also his first year. The Easterby's running shit. This guy's chewing on his tongue more than winning games. Never heard of him.
The owner had just died. His son took over, and they were calling him Tommy Boy.
No.
Yeah,
actually. No, yeah.
Yes.
Sean Watson.
The whole.
They have turned it around quickly, though. I give them even more credit when you go back and think about what this whole franchise has been through.
Yeah, but how we got introduced is in the middle of that fire is happening. Is a general manager wearing a goddamn headset up in the booth and wording things down. It's like, hey, bud, and now. Okay, we don't need you doing that. Then he comes on the show, and he's like, yeah, I like to be on the headset because I like to know what we need, what they're looking for, how it operates. It's like, oh, this guy's very, he's defending this. You don't think a general manager with a headset's a little weird? He said, there'll come a time, I think, whenever I probably won't do it, but I need to learn what our coaches are like, what our team's like. I did it in New England. I think we were okay up there. It's like, yeah, I think you are. I think it is A-okay.
And he's done so many different things in different parts of the building that, him learning that, yeah, he's the guy. He's the right guy. I don't like you calling him the Kings of the South, though.
Yeah, me neither. Look at the banners, bro. Go count them.
They've won a division title in the last 10 years, right?
Well, we got a little dust on her. There might be a little dust on our banners. That doesn't mean we got more of them. We do.
True.
Yeah, they've taken more banners down than they've put up in the last 10 years, actually.
That's true.
I still don't like that happened.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it until right now.
Me too. I don't like that you did that.
I don't, but I remember. I wish I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. That thing.
Oh, it'd be
Right
glorious.
there. Right there.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Certainly.
You were on that team.
Yeah.
Would they take down?
The
Participant banner.
The shitty banner.
The one that said we made the AFC playoffs?
No.
Final Four banner.
AFC Championship.
Oh, AFC Championship runner-up? Is that what the banner said?
No, finalist, dude.
That really happened, though, honestly?
Oh, yeah. They got rings. Didn't you guys get rings?
Shut up.
Come on.
Enough. It was a tough game. It was a tough game. It was a tough game. Tough off season after that. A lot of reliving of that game, too. Because who knows?
2 years. Brady gets suspended until 2016.
They put the banner up.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah, that's Tom Brady was using those balls.
Yeah.
What a wild time to be alive.
Yeah, which was proven wrong also. That was a witch hunt.
It's not witch.
I'll have you know.
Just to make sure we're locked in on this 2015.
Hey, we need to go camping here. We've talked about it enough.
we do.
We need to go camping. I don't know if you know this, AJ, but there's football highlights all over the place. If you're able to scroll, if you got active thumbs, and you're on any social media platform, you're just seeing highlights from the NFL. We were able to gather them, weren't we?
Oh, yeah.
We were able to piece them together so that everybody can see all the great plays. AJ, isn't that beautiful underneath that yarmulke? You've been thinking, hey, I need to see all these things because I might not live on social media.
Yeah, I do see a lot of them on social media, but you guys do a great job of compiling and putting them together. There's new ones every time you look, though. That's the best part about this time of year.
And I will say there's new ones coming right before show starts, and then we send them in, and Foxy's like, what I got a fucking...
It's tough.
Yeah, the entire graphics video department does not love whenever teams have practices at 11:50 and things are coming out. It's like, so it's on the internet. Just put it on the... Well, we got to put it through a whole... Yeah, do it, Fox.
Put it in there.
Yeah, Fox. Well, can I have a drink of water? No, Foxy. Show starts in 10 minutes.
Go camping.
We need Terry McLaurin and Buddy Baker talking to each other on the field because that tells the story. Buddy Baker's boots on the ground. You just make it happen. Fox said, yeah, it's just as easy as that. But we appreciate everybody in the back because the practices are in the morning leading right up to our show, and we try to gather all the highlights. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go camping, shall we?
Hell yeah.
Tone Diggs, let's go camping.
Let's go camping, brother. Let's start
Santa Clara.
in Santa Clara with the San Francisco 49ers, Christian McCaffrey, running a little go route on number 4-6, and he looks to be healthy again, Pat.
Fingertip grab. Obviously, he flips. Wasn't touched. Could have finished that. Defensive guy. Let's put a hand on him when he hits the ground, of course.
Probably a young guy.
Quads look gigantic. He looks explosive.
Throws his hand up right here. Boom, throw his hand up. I got him.
As soon as he was, if he's even,
He's leaving.
And he knows that. And Christian McCaffrey still has the burst, clearly. What a weapon to be back for the San Francisco 49ers. Everybody's talked about the Niners having a disappointing season last year. That started 4 days before the season started, whenever we found out that Christian McCaffrey had Achilles tendonitis. And then that jumped from one side to the other side, and then their entire season just never really got off.
Yep.
Now's the time to bet on the San Francisco 49ers, I think. Seeing that, great to see CMC back in full form.
Absolutely. Now, banged up at the wide receiver position, but if you have 23 healthy along that offensive line and then their big money quarterback, they are in a good position to succeed. So, 2-3 making plays at a beautiful sight for 49er fans.
Big money tight end as well. Obviously, George gets paid this offseason. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, let's head to Giants camp where we saw a full moon. We've seen a lot of full moons. That's Russ Wilson and the classic moon ball to Malik Neighbors, who Strike said is having the camp of all camps.
And then what?
This is the best. This is the best.
What is that?
Hey.
I think it was cleaning the top of a table.
Yes.
I think he was dusting off a table. Like there's a table there, and he's dusting it off, I think.
Belt to ass.
Yeah, a little belt to ass.
I thought he was peeing.
No, what do you mean, belt to ass?
BTA, belt to ass, bend your ass over. Yaga! Yaga! Yaga!
That's what he was doing right there?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. I thought it was maybe a table.
Yeah,
maybe.
I thought he was an
his
elephant.
left hand is up. Like,
Because, whoa.
Straight Windex.
Look at that table.
No.
How about the
Hold
little
the
boy
hand.
in the back with the thumbs up? Love him. If we could pause on little boy, he just learned how to dust the table and make belt to ass. Go rewind a little bit. And there he is, little boy in the blue.
Loves it.
You see him. Hey, thumbs up, Bob. That's good shit, Bob. We want to see more of that, bro. Shout out to the Giants. New era. Same regime.
Uh-huh.
Can they win? Malik Neighbors was being put in a conversation with Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors. Is Terry McLaurin Malik Neighbors? That's what Peter Schrager said.
That's right.
So that is what Giants fans are saying about Malik Neighbors. They already have him as a top 3 guy, top 4 guy. Maybe that is the case. Maybe that happens with it, especially with a day ball offense and Russell Wilson able to do his thing. But Terry McLaurin's been doing it for like 10 years. So we shall see. Hopefully Malik's able to do that. Good highlight out of Russell Wilson. I know Pittsburgh Steelers fans are like, that looks familiar, right? Isn't that what you guys were thinking?
Listen, for 6-7 weeks, he's going to give you incredible NFL football, okay? And then, stuff happens. Let's head up to Cleveland. We got Joe Flacco. Look like a little bit of an 11-on-11 drill here. Carson Schwarzenegger, the first pick in the second round, little rookie-on-rookie crime to Dylan Sampson. I don't know if this is a thud drill because it looked – he didn't even think about rapping there. Puts Dylan Sampson on his ass. AJ, what do you think about that one, pal?
I thought this is a beautiful play. Watch him scrape over the top. And even if this isn't full stuff, also credit to 4-3, the safety coming down and boxing this pulling line. Look at him. He's going down. He doesn't even blink for a second.
Bounces back 2 yards, AJ. And he's on the right side, on the right shoulder. He forces that right into him. That's great.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's good fit there. I think that's what people call that.
Team defense right there. That's how you play to your leverage. You know where your help's at. And look, all you need is a shoulder. That's all I got to give you is my shoulder. I'm going to knock you back right here at the line of scrimmage. Beautiful play. I mean, that's what happens. You put on pads and you really start to see the guys that love ball and love contact.
AJ, how come not everybody can thump? Because there's guys that are like known thumpers. Is it
Good question.
Is it the explosion of people? Like you, obviously hard hitter, but there's some guys that are the same size as you, same speed as you, for whatever reason, aren't hard hitters. Like, I don't know if this guy's MO is he's a hard hitter, but there's a chance that, like, he has lightning in his pads. And there's just some guys on teams that everybody gives a heads up to. Like, hey, this guy's different. This guy hits different. What is it?
I don't know. It's a good question, though. I've never really tried to put my finger on it. It's a mentality. Like, first, it starts with a mentality. Some people are just like missiles, and they don't have any thoughts in their head of like repercussions. If I go run my skull directly into this pulling lineman, like all they know is I'm going to try to kill this dude and do my job, and they don't think about. Some people, I think, they measure them a little bit and think, okay, I don't want to get hurt on this, or I don't want to hit this guy full speed. But it's also like a leverage thing. Size doesn't matter. We see guys that are small that are monster hitters. It's all about leverage and pad level, I feel like, coupled with the mentality. It's just, I don't know. Some people come out of the womb like that. They are just absolute killers.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if more guys are more explosive than others.
First guy that comes to my mind is Buda Baker. Like, if you just saw him on the street, you wouldn't think, but he on the field is an absolute assassin. Bob Sanders was a guy, but he was built like he would knock you the fuck out. And then Cam Chancellor, he's a big guy built like, so it's Earl Thomas wasn't a huge dude, but he would come down and lay that hat. So I used to watch Clint Session. North and South.
Bro, Quint, I used to watch film with Quint just to watch him kill people.
Oh my God, that was Y2CJ year.
Oh, CJ.
Yeah.
Chris Johnson or whatever. And third play, Clint Session, helmet right to Chris Johnson's helmet. I mean, I had a chance to hang out with Clint a lot for a couple years there, and he's hilarious. You need to understand that guy is absolutely hysterical. But like plan is like, hey, first quarter, one of these guys got to get one, and it's like that's a weapon to have on your team because everybody on the other team is like, hey, this guy right here is. We need to have hands on this guy. We cannot let him free. And it was fun to watch him, but like. It feels like those guys. Like, is this guy one of those guys?
Also, he was a walk-on at UCLA. You go from a walk-on at UCLA to the first pick of the second round. You're also a guy that knows how to practice and knows how to make splash plays to improve. That's probably a situation there where that helps and happens too. Another guy.
Great for Cleveland that's happening.
He better not touch Jerry Jeudy. I know that much.
Yeah, well, Jerry Jeudy ain't worried about that.
Yeah, exactly. He ain't getting touched.
Jerry Jeudy just did a milk check real quick before we were even talking about that guy.
Good.
He said, excuse me.
Another skill. Guys that can avoid big hits. Marvin Harrison, T.Y. Hilton, guys who can, all little guys who usually play for a long time.
Devontae, I think Devontae does a good job at it as well.
AB
did a great job at that. Tyreek, I think, does a good job staying out of shit.
Another guy that does that, we're going to head down to Saints camp, and a great connection to end the year last year, Spencer Rattler to Rashid Shaheed, who is the burner now for the New Orleans Saints early in this camp. We don't know who the starting quarterback's going to be, but we know Rashid Shaheed's going to be a playmaker for the Saints team.
I love a good deep ball. I also love number 22.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. I love number 22.
Matthew Golden.
He did a lot of shit last year, right? If I recall, we were doing a lot of Rashid Shaheed highlights, I think.
Very early for them.
Great name.
Yeah.
I can feel the humidity through this footage.
Very hot. Have you seen the Tyler Shuck stuff? Because I did want to know
Didn't throw the football.
Yeah, what happens, especially for you, D-Butt.
He won't throw the football, I guess. I just saw once again, we can't judge everything. But yeah, it's 7 on.
Is this the rep right here?
Yeah.
There's 4 or 5 of them, I think.
It's good It's good defense, man. Watch them pass everything off.
Oh, yeah, we're talking shit. Throw the ball!
Yeah.
Hold on. How about this? Gain of 2, bitch.
Yeah.
That's not a game.
That is. If he first 2 downs, he does that's a gain of 4. We got 3rd and medium.
Yeah.
We're in a good spot. That's smart football. But they have like 3 of these they posted. And the person that posted was like, hey, this guy won't throw the ball, basically. And, he's a veteran. He's a little bit older guy. He played a lot of football in college. Obviously, he's with Brom. Brom, obviously, a great quarterback coach and everything like that. But it does feel like some of these young guys, I'm not saying that wasn't glue coverage. I'm not saying that wasn't the case. They look like Gary Payton knows the glove out there. A bunch of islands. But I think a lot of these young quarterbacks, there is a little bit of a hesitancy to throw because you don't know, hey, that's open. You got to throw that now. You got to throw that now, which is what we're seeing from young quarterbacks, more specifically here, Tyler Shuck.
You got to let it rip, and that's what practice is for. You want to, if you throw it, because it's all about timing in the NFL. You can't wait for guys to get open. You got to throw guys open. And then another thing you learn as a quarterback in the NFL, incompletions aren't terrible. Just throw it away and line up again because scrambling, that's not realistic. We're not getting better with that type of rep as a defense.
Nobody, offense or defense.
Yeah, with no line, with no rush. If it's a real rush out there and you scramble and you make time, that's one thing. But no rush, you're doing that, throw the damn ball.
Yeah, listening to the entire defense talk shit to that kid would have been fun, but I don't know if they're talking shit down New Orleans. It's 150 degrees.
Yeah, true. Too hot.
Kellen Moore went out there the first day to speak.
Kelly Moe.
And it was my first time really hearing him as a head coach. And, I think back to Boise State, Kellen, kind of same era here, young head coach. Him talking to that crowd. We like that it's hot. We really like that this is that's hot. He said the first thing he said. And I was like, that sounds like a guy that did not fully prepare for how fucking hot it was. They started moving that training camp to West Virginia.
Yeah.
West Virginia hot as shit. West Virginia very hot, especially in the summer. They started getting out of there for how I couldn't imagine a training camp down in Louisiana.
Nightmare.
Think about the high school kids that play down there in Louisiana.
Seriously.
Was Arch down there?
Sure was.
Oh, was he? I didn't know.
Yeah.
So he's been through a Louisiana training camp his whole life.
Yep. I mean, he's in Texas already, though, so it's not as if Texas gets up to 120 in the summer anyway.
Yeah, so he's got that just natural.
Yeah.
He does.
Grit.
Who do you think's going to be better this year?
Between?
DJ Lagway, Arch Manning.
I have a hard time picking against Arch. I really do.
Me too. Now, DJ Lagway last year with Florida.
Yeah.
Dog. And I did a little more research because D-Butt, I love Arch Manning.
Love him.
That's what he's doing.
That's what he's
That's something.
That is what he's been.
He's waited his turn. He's been in the meetings. He's taking practice rep. He's got a great offensive coach. He will be surrounded by great talent. If you're asking me, just like you asked AJ that same question, this year I'm going with Lagway.
All right, hey, listen. That's okay.
I think they'll both be great, but I will pick probably Lagway this year and then the kid from South Carolina. I think those guys will probably be the top two guys.
I think Lenore Sellers is number one in everybody's eyes, I think even for the NFL next year. But Aaron's brother, Jordan, came out from SEC Media Days. I think he said, like, Arch is like the 6th or 7th best quarterback. This is all overhype and all. Like, he really said that.
Really?
Yeah, in the SEC.
In the SEC.
In the SEC. And I was like, holy shit. And then D-Butt comes in. I got Lagway over Arch. I'm like, are we talking about the same guy right now? I don't.
Lagway's a guy.
Bro, Arch highs Manning. That's how I see it happening. That is literally how I see it taking place. But I think and this might be just because of my relationship with the family, it's like this boy,
Prince's Promise.
Just like Peyton and Eli were. You know, there's videos of Peyton and Eli whenever they're just little boys in Gatorade commercials and shit like that. Like, hey, these guys were created to be professional football players. And that's the whole thing, not just on the field and how you throw a ball and all that, how you interact with teammates, how you lead, how you show up, how you work. It was like Arch has been going to the Manning Passing Academy since he's 4 years old. So in my eyes, hearing Jordan Rodgers say that he's going to be the 6th or 7th best quarterback in the SEC, I'm like, I don't know. Man, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. I just thought Arch's going to win a national championship with Texas this year. He's going to win the Heisman. Like, that is literally just how I view the Manning operation.
He's a better athlete, too, than the other ones that we saw.
I mean, that's like you said, the amount of talent he's going to have around him at Texas.
There's going to be some wide receiver that we've never heard of that is going to run 4-1 this year somehow at Texas. And Sarkisian's offense is all of it. And also, like, once again, close to the situation. Have literally known Arch, has seen Arch since he's like little boy, you know, in this entire thing. He got knocked the fuck out against Ohio State.
Yep. Yeah.
No questions asked. Knocked out. Up. Right back at it. He's at the cookout.
Yep.
You know, he's at the cookout, and then he's losing his student ID.
Multiple times.
Hanging with the boys.
Yeah, first week.
It's like, this guy is a Manning. Like, this is literally Manning football.
Lagway battled, too, last year. He made the boys fought for Napier last year.
I agree.
I can't wait to watch. That's why they got to play the game.
Coming out, I think they were the 2 highest rated quarterbacks of, like, the last 20 years.
And then Nussmeier down there in LSU.
Yeah.
I was talking about
Texas also has the what?
Diego Pavia.
Diego Pavia is obviously a dog. But whenever Aaron's brother said that, Jordan, I was literally mind blown while I was watching it. And then you came in, like, literally a day later, I got Lagway over Arch. I'm like, am I?
Well, you asked the question.
Am I completely misreading this entire?
Well, Feinbaum said he was the greatest quarterback since.
We don't need to hear that.
The preseason voting, as far as first team, second team, third team in the SEC, went Sellers, Nussmeier, and then Arch.
Hey, first 2 words of that sentence. Say it again.
Feinbaum said.
Never do that again on this show.
Appreciate that.
Okay, let's go camping here as we got 1 minute.
Yeah, let's go camping. Let's go out to Arizona. We got Buckeye on Buckeye crime 101s. We got Marvin Harrison Jr. We had neighbors on earlier. This was his top 10 wide receiver draft pick from last season. He's looking buff. He's looking good. A big second season for Marvin Harrison Jr. probably coming here.
A lot of shit being talked about Marv. Because of how it went. I think Arizona Cardinals in general have underwhelmed a lot of people. I think they're primed for a big breakout year. And also, if we're going to stay in West Coast, hey, don't be scared of the Raiders. Listen, don't be scared to take the Raiders, I'm saying. You should be scared of the Raiders. Pete Carroll, I'll put a little pressure on the punt returners. We're not covering Dahn. We're not blocking. We're not doing the entire thing. These guys need to feel a little athleticism in their face. Let's see who's got it, who doesn't. This dude's 100 years old. Look at him. Proper leverage, get him the sideline. There's a white here that's returning in about a second, and he shakes the shit out of Pete Carroll. And I don't know how Pete didn't fall, right? Ooh. Did not fall.
Okay.
That's an 80-year-old, right? How old is he?
Yeah, like 78 or something.
Yeah, he's like How does he not fall? And then he's spinning it. They got him spinning, throwing like 30 yards still. Pete Carroll might be in the best shape of any 70-plus human on this earth.
He's a dog.
And he's not scared to talk his shit. Hey, for 20 years, I've won 10-plus games. We're going to win here. I believe it. I mean, the energy is immaculate, and the Raiders could be all the way back. Don't look now. The Raiders might not be shite. All right, we continue on YouTube and everywhere else. We'll see you tomorrow.
From Pittsburgh. Goodbye. We're in Latrobe.
Yeah.
It's the same difference.
From Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers training.
Close enough.
How far is
We get
Latrobe
it.
from Pittsburgh?
Like an
Depends
hour.
where you're at.
An hour from downtown, 45 minutes from Plum, where we grew up.
Okay.
Yeah. East Hill is where we were. You know, because there's so many different.
We'll be able to navigate traffic, right?
D-Butt, you ever go to any training camps as a kid?
We're not gonna be anywhere near Pittsburgh.
No.
No Dolphins camp or anything?
No. Never.
It's too hot in Florida in August to go watch a practice outside.
Hell no.
Really anywhere.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
now.
South Florida.
It's cooling off, though.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, Thursday is what I've been told is when it
70s, yeah.
starts.
The rain yesterday, pretty real.
Yeah, and then it got real muggy.
Yeah, and then it was greenish last night. Did you see that?
The sky?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sky the last 2 nights has been insane.
Green.
Yeah, green, like tornado-y feel almost when I'm looking outside, but it's at the sunset time. So I'm like, is this sunset or is this like tornado feel? I think we had some wind. I had a tree limb that fell out on this. It's like Indiana, though. You can literally, any moment can fucking, you can get 60, 70 mile an hour winds out of nowhere, or you can get a full torrential downpour out of nowhere. I mean, that's classic Midwest football right there. But it's been hot everywhere, dude. I couldn't imagine.
No.
Oh my God.
How much hotter are the Guardian caps? The Guardian caps feel like it would make me much hotter in my helmet.
Because you can't breathe. The helmet can't breathe.
No, like it's not. What if you had a Guardian cap and a visor? You're just living in a sauna right there.
That's bad.
That'd be awful.
Yeah, the visor, I know it looks cool. The having
couldn't do
the.
it.
Did you visor? You were a visor guy.
Oh,
there?
yeah, always.
Yeah, you looked very cool.
Had to.
Did you ever get used to it, D-Butt? It was weird. Did you ever get used to it? I tried it for like one practice in college, and just like the angle of the lens was just weird for me to see. Yeah, obviously, and fog.
Yeah, the Oakley ones were always good. I never liked the other one. I tried a Nike one when they first came out because I think we kind of had to, but I just stuck with Oakley. Just had to black out the O. But yeah, Oakley's never let me down.
I put a visor on for a training camp practice, and it didn't reach all the way down to where my the bar. So I had like
change the helmets.
Yeah, I had like a
nice little space.
Hold on here. Sick. It was actually pretty distracting because the ball was going from shade to it was a
dark visor.
Yeah, a dark visor. Yeah, for sure, for practice.
Like
yeah.
Peyton's?
Frog, put it on. Yeah, put it on. I need a visor today. I think it'd be hilarious. I walk out there with it. It was, but it was not good for my profession.
Yeah, bad day of practice.
Bad.
They would have sick with a dark visor.
You know, with that hair.
Whew. Yeah.
Especially with his big lug head that he has.
Did you ever have guys go out in warm-ups in the NFL with a sweet mirror visor, a real dark tint, and then obviously make the poor training staff take it off and put a clear one on for the game?
I love you saying the poor training staff because that was like some guys flex this in practice. What? Cleats, socks, visor, and then what are you going to wear for the game? Yeah, I got to change it all for the game. It's like, well, who's doing that? Equipment staff.
My God.
They got nothing else going on right now. No, yeah, forget. Like you change these 10 visors because we're not allowed to wear those in the game, but they looked sweet in warm-ups. I think they need to just let any visor go.
Yeah.
I think they need.
It's a medical thing. For like when guys are like on the field. Yeah, exactly. You gotta see. So you can get obviously the medical exemption for.
Oh, that's why. So like if you get knocked out, they can look at your eyeballs and see if you're there.
Yep.
We could get around that.
Yeah.
We could cut your visor off with a little scissors or something.
Skill saw.
People try.
Or just a because I think you can just
take the whole face mask off.
Yeah. Mason Rudolph.
Or if the guy's just knocked out dead, unconscious, we know whether he has a visor on or not. I can kind of tell.
No, it's a
sting.
It's a stinger.
Yes. Then he gets shoulder. Damn, I gotta go out one play. Oh man.
Full body, just fucking.
Yeah. Arms up in the air too.
D-Butt after Thielen.
Yeah.
No, after Raiders running back.
Stinger. Try not to stumble. You can't stumble. You gotta take it.
Yeah, you gotta get up. Yeah, take your time.
Stinger.
Get on the knee. You gotta get on the knee for a second.
If you stumble, you gotta jog it off like you're in the airport and you hit that that real slippery floor.
You seen that Edelman Amendola thing?
It's
Oh yeah.
Shoulders.
Can we get a timeout? Can we get 30? My foot. Stinger. You were dead stinger. 2 seconds ago. Nah.
Stinger.
Double stinger. My arms couldn't.
I was trying to figure out what shoulder.
They want to move.
Then you go over there and they start doing. I'm good.
Yeah, it's good. It's just cramp. Must have been a cramp. Hydration. Need to get back out there. Yeah, that was one good teammate. Shout out Ewall.
Shout out Ewall.
This motherfucker's dead. We're not putting him back out there. He said he has a stinger. He's not a fucking stinger. The guy had his eyes closed. What, 45 seconds out of it? Literally thought we had to get a fucking body bag for the guy. There's no idea what play we're running right now. Diva, get your fucking ass out of here. Stinger. All right. See you later.
That still happen? Are guys still fighting through stuff like that, you think?
I hope.
Yeah.
I would think so, yeah.
Definitely.
I hope. It's not good, obviously.
I mean, we
No,
saw
it's not,
during
but yeah.
the college.
If I'm building a team, if I'm an owner, I mean, we just talked about Arch right there, literally. My team, I would like guys to say it's stingers if they get knocked out.
Yeah.
With that being said, I would like us to have
Good medical staff.
I would like us to have good eyes
Yeah.
to
A
make
good
sure that does not. Yeah, exactly. We need a couple unaffiliated neurological.
Unaffiliated.
Yeah.
You remember our coach?
Those unaffiliated people should be former players.
He said it was Stinger. He said it was Stinger, dog. Go back in.
Oh, yeah. Coaches also are supposed to do that. That's the Unc's job to pull you
So
off.
I would like to say, if I was an owner, I would invest in Unks, okay? But I would be looking for players that would be trying to lie to the Unks. That is the goal.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Colts got one too. I mean, I've never seen anyone hit their head as hard as Tyler Warren on the sideline in the Orange Bowl.
Oh my God!
Notre Dame. In my life,
So
That was
cold.
nasty.
that was
the back of his head.
and it was on like the tarped area, a little to
Didn't give a
the
shit.
left of the sideline. Yeah, he was back in the game. I thought he was done for the entire game. He was back in the game 2 plays later.
Jackson Dart, we talked about him.
Yeah.
Against Florida, right? Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Against Florida?
That-
Clearly.
Speculation, yep.
Will Howard.
Will Howard gets knocked out right back in.
Michigan, yep.
Yeah, it's
Riley
like,
Leonard actually in that same game against Penn State
Early.
got decleated. Peanut butter and jelly came in.
Yeah.
The 1 minute 20 drive before the half.
Steven Angeli. Yeah. 'Cause I was-
National championship too, Riley Leonard. After that 17-play
was
drive,
very-
he's
he was
going
very
over,
tired.
puking on the sideline and just like
Yeah, so I think yes. I think
Nico?
it's still,
Nico?
what we're
Okay.
saying is yes.
All right.
It is still Nico Iamaleava, 3 helmets. Yeah, he was on his 3rd helmet. He broke 2 helmets against you guys in that entire thing. That whole situation's weird. The Nico situation.
Yeah. Big showcase game. First week of the season, Saturday night, 11 p.m. against Utah.
Oh. The Utes are tough, always going to be tough. But it is at the Rose Bowl as opposed to being in front of the biggest.
The Mighty Utah students section.
Mighty must. I thought it was the biggest us. I thought it was a bus.
Or if Coach Whittingham's going to ride his motorcycle to L.A.
Be a great ride from Utah to L.A.
Yeah.
Try to hop right over there
This
to
time
get
of
on
year?
the Pacific.
Yep. PCH.
There it is. Coast Highway. Oh, my God. My wife posted a photo of us from like 6 years ago. We're on a bike. It was such a good time. You know, if they could take care of these fucking roads, it would be nice to get back on that motorcycle.
Yes, it would.
You know? There's people riding in Indiana, and I'm like, at red lights, I'm rolling it down like, so are you just looking the whole time?
Yeah,
Just straight down like this? Just trying to avoid these trenches that we have across the streets around here?
I mean, even when Kyle Larson came in and he had a McLaren, it's like, how do you drive a car like that in Indiana? Like, it would just get ruined.
Hey, how many tires did you burst on your way here? 2? Just 2? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
These streets have, I think everybody's gotten, right? They've gotten all of us. They've gotten me 2 tires. I think my,
Yeah, I mean,
I think Tesla got one. I think when I had a Tesla, I got one. Well, who's? Nobody. It's on you, bud.
Your Bentley was just sitting in the parking lot with a flat tire for
Yeah.
Talks had 12 flat tires.
Yeah.
He doesn't know it, though. This guy's rolling around on these rims.
On the Escalade, on his sweet Escalade.
Yeah, I walked outside.
He's giving Ben a real run.
Yeah, we haven't figured
Driving
tires
with a
out
cube as a tire.
2025. How are we still getting flat tires?
Did you see the
Gotta get that run
alien
flat.
spray?
Alien spray?
What is that?
I did not.
I think you sprayed it in all the tires. You're good.
Good to go.
It's the new
Flex Seal.
It's the new Flex Seal.
I do fix the flat in my tires all the time when they're always leaking. So yeah, I jam it in there.
Yeah, I'm not scared to do a little fix a flat. I think the alien spray is what we need to go to next. I saw a lady just spraying it into the sky to showcase the bottle. I don't know what it sealed up, but certainly something. It really
Ozone.
worked.
Yeah.
I saw somebody driving a car through or maybe no, the Flex Seal was the boat.
The boat.
Yeah, you sprayed the whole. The screen.
You remember that?
Yeah. Slice the bottom out of the boat and then Flex Seal it all back up.
It feels like alien spray's coming for Flex Seal.
Without a doubt.
Oh.
Look the exact same.
Do they have as good as a spokesman for that? Or
I didn't know who was doing the alien spray.
Exactly.
Oh, it's Jim Gator.
Jim
Big time
Gator?
do-it-yourself Instagram influencer. He's awesome.
They got Jim Gator.
I got to see this guy.
Massive Florida Gator fan. He's usually decked out in blue and orange.
I watch his stuff on Instagram. He's great. He fixes everything.
Told you.
I didn't know it was JMGATOR. I seen this guy. Yeah.
No, he's great. Check out his Instagram page. He's legit.
Yeah, amen. Jim Gator.
Jim Gator, yeah.
Man, I didn't know he went corporate.
No, he got a deal. He created this. It's not corporate.
Man.
Look, he went through a fucking car wash machine. You see that? That's what he said right there.
Still holding up well.
You see that? It's totally dry.
That's Gator's wife?
Is that a Gator fam?
Yeah, that's Mrs. Gator.
Okay. I might start sealing my gutters and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. This is the new Flexo. I just saw this yesterday, and I'll tell you what, Jim Gator sold the shit out of it. Got to wait for the time in the commercial where she's just spraying it into the sky. That's really good, I think. Oh, my. Look at that.
There it is.
There it is. Oh, that's not the
That's
sky.
a screen. Oh, it's a screen. Oh, wow.
Oh, I didn't see the rest of that. Commercial got cut off there.
Who's this guy?
That's Gator boy.
Yeah, one of Gator's understudies.
That's a young Gator boy.
Little Gator.
That's young Gator. Oh, that's little Gator.
That's little Gator.
Speaking of, I think there's an alligator hunt coming up.
Is there?
I think so.
Okay. See you there.
I think you can fill in concrete cracks too. I don't think.
Oh, wow. I actually didn't do that.
I had a lot of
anything.
Flex Seal. I'm going to have to get some of this, too.
This is it. This did they get the? Did they just get
Take
Flex?
the patent?
Patents do run
Look at
out.
that.
Gator wouldn't
No
do that,
way.
right?
No,
No
Jim
way.
Gator wouldn't do that.
No way.
Jim don't care.
What Flex Seal has tape. They have the rubber stuff. Flex
You
Seal has
don't
like
think
5
Jim
different-
Gator got tape and rubber?
Alien
Not
tape
yet.
is coming,
Obviously
brother.
not yet. Not in this
See that
info.
throw?
Marshall.
Jim Gator's like Jordan. You kind of just give him the ball and you tell him to go score. You know, he's not. He doesn't have a script. He's just going there.
I think he created that alien spray.
Huge chance.
Yeah, back there in the Gator kitchen. What you say?
No, I thought he was going to put a bunch of water in that bucket after he sprayed it.
He did.
Well,
That was a miss. That was a miss on his part.
Walked off.
Yeah.
Well, he's just telling you what it could be.
Okay.
Fucking bucket. It works again. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I believe that guy.
Nick, so you fellow Lagoons, dude.
Lucas Lagoons.
Luke Lagoons.
Lucas Lagoons.
I go.
You follow Mr. Gator here.
He also follows man and old woman from Lucas Lagoons.
Okay, so we follow the entire team.
Yep.
Any other
Sunshine.
random things that I
French
need?
Drain Man. You should follow French Drain Man. He's really good.
French Drain Man?
You know, French Drain, you know, like perforated pipe, you bury in the ground, gravel, you put in fabric. Yeah, he does great work all over.
Do you follow Frank Moraldo?
No, does he do French drains?
He
and stuff
could.
Like that?
It's not his
FM
specialty,
concrete?
but
It's
yeah,
concrete, brother.
he could knock one out if need be.
Yeah, the concrete is outrageous. Every once in a while, he'll put a video up, and you can tell he's fucking proud of what they did. Oh, yeah. Just a scan.
And he posts it up. He puts it online for everybody.
Yeah, it's great follow.
Okay.
It's a great follow.
I need to
Good
follow.
concrete. Good concrete.
You know, it's funny you ask, Pat. I was thinking, and recently our friend AP Tone Diggs introduced me to this account, Santo LLC. Yeah. It's all about cars getting stuck on the beaches
Down in Florida.
and they've got a whole tow crew that comes out on the beach.
Oh, Santo, T-O-W.
Yes.
I didn't know if it was like Golden Toe, like you guys were
No,
sticking
Santo
with.
LLC. It's a great follow.
They get them out of the sand. Everybody's stuck. It's great.
I like that. Good
They got
one.
me.
Some real jams in there sometimes.
They got me. I just bought a bunch of tow ropes. They're in my
Just
truck.
in case.
Yeah, just in case.
That's smart because we got a lot of beaches around here. So whenever we get
Put a
stuck,
winch on
Well, those potholes. Might get stuck
true.
in one of those.
You got a winch on the truck?
No, I do not have a wrench, but that's why I got.
It's winch.
Yeah, that's why I got a soft buckle.
Of course.
Yeah, it's all good.
You would never understand. We would never understand. Even if you,
Sorry, a soft shackle.
have you seen that Jeep that I bought for $100,000 down there in Meeker?
You want to go? We'll tow it right after the show.
Tow it, yeah, right. That thing's pulling you, brother. I got things on the front and the back and the side.
My truck will pull your Jeep backwards.
Your truck will not fucking touch my goddamn Jeep. If we're gonna strap that thing up,
Is there
I'm
gas
pulling
in
you
there?
to another town.
Is there
pal.
gas in there?
No, that thing hasn't been turned on in years.
Yeah.
It's ready. It is ready to pull
Always.
your
I
truck.
remember that thing.
What was that cafe? My truck.
Pull your
My
truck.
truck,
truck.
that was at the dugout in Fountain Square.
Oh, yeah.
My truck, pull your truck backwards. There's my ex-husband. Beat his ass.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
2 o'clock in the afternoon
On a Sunday.
Sunday.
It was the greatest interaction I've ever been a part of in public.
Guy pulls up in a big truck, downtown Indianapolis.
Big
One,
old truck.
one part of a huge truck. It must have been like a 350. It appeared. You know, had diesel powered as well.
Couple custom modifications, you could tell.
Yeah, you could tell these guys loved his truck. He did have dualies, yeah, the whole thing. He pulls up, his ex-wife, I guess, is there with another guy.
Yep.
And that guy has a truck, too.
I guess. And that fucker ain't shit compared to the truck that he had. And then the ex-wife, she was not trying to calm things down.
No.
She didn't want the trucks to fight. She wanted them to fight. And
what? These videos, is the lady ever trying to calm it down, or is she trying to insert herself at all times?
well, she's trying to fight for her current man, it appears. But at that exact moment, I don't think she was trying to fight at all. I think she was trying to get them to go ahead and scrap right there in front of all of us. And
Winner take.
I mean, the guy got up. He had a backwards hat on, cargos, and flip-flops. And he was heading over to that truck to beat her ex-husband's ass. He was ready. No, I didn't.
The ex-husband actually utilized the power he had under that hood and got out of there.
Smart.
But
he looked pissed.
With that truck, I think there was probably a gun in there. If I had to guess, if he turned around right there, there's probably a couple different options. So I'm happy none of that took place. We're just trying to enjoy espresso martini in the afternoon.
That was awesome. I wish we could go back to that moment, just having our phones out, like filming already, so that we could capture the whole thing.
I wish more things like that would happen in front of us.
Agreed.
Anytime I see these things on the internet, like these types of moments, I'm always like, what did I do?
It's a shooting star.
Why can't you fucking put me in one of these situations?
You get different moments now, better ones, that require you to now build a gate.
Yeah. It's a great neighborhood. I'm in a great neighborhood.
Yeah. But
is it normal for people just to walk and drive through your driveway? Like just, this is our world.
Stand in your yard?
Just
like
stand in my yard?
Like they turn around your driveway?
Not just turn around, just fucking, hey, let's hang out here.
Yeah, more so like, hey,
pretty good view here. We'll take some photos of the house. Then it's a nice house. Holy shit.
People are ballsy, yeah.
It's private property. There's a big fucking sign at the end of the thing, but that's what I thought I was moving into. It's not.
That was Bill Good.
I got a park. I run a park, I guess, my house. Where people just come hang out, fucking ride their bikes, park them. Go ahead and fish off my yard. Yeah, go ahead. Any of these people get hurt, I'm getting sued for everything.
That's the other thing about fishing off the back. They don't have to be in your yard to fish near your place. I mean, what was the light? You had the lights.
Oh, yeah. We had a guy night fishing the other night out in the lake. It was awesome. Just had a splunker light on like you did when you were cutting your grass at midnight.
Yeah.
And he was just spotlighting my house. Just every time
he was out on a boat, or where was he?
Yeah, out on a boat. Anytime he would lift his head up, you see, he was just spotlighting my house. 11:30, midnight, no problem. Just a spotlight coming in my windows. I'm like, we're in fucking war right now? What did I get swatted?
Yeah.
I thought I got swatted. Go out there. Nope. So I go out. Hey, man, I hope you catch everything you guys are looking for out there. Can you please stop putting the spotlight in my house? Dogs are going crazy. Got a daughter sleeping. I hope you catch everything. You do whatever the fuck you need to do. But if you're going to do that, can you shoot to the other side of it? Can you get their house?
Down? Yeah, angle it down a little bit.
I think they caught a lot. There's a lot of this.
Was he understanding?
Did you fire a few warning shots out there?
They laughed. They didn't even think about where that light
was. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Good people. All these people are good people. But it's just like, it's 9 o'clock at night. Why are you just standing in my driveway taking photos of my house? That's weird. That feels like a weird thing.
Yeah.
But I'm the bad guy for saying,
no, you're not.
I am. I am.
Next time, just remember Bryce Harper.
Not to any rational human, you're not.
I do maybe need to take a bat out there.
Take a page out of his book.
Get the fuck out of my driveway.
Yeah.
Just the whole thing.
If you want to talk about salary cap.
Dude rode a bike, down this private property. Once I cannot keep saying this enough. Private property where we are at, long road, down to it. Dude rides his bike, parks it in my driveway, kickstand, right in front of my house, walks out into my field, lays a blanket down in my yard.
Wow.
Pops out a book, has a glass of wine, living his life. Just fucking.
He had to think, so he thought it was like a park?
I have no idea.
I mean, either way, whether he thought it was a park or he knew it was your yard, it's a problem.
The guy was 55 years old, 40, whatever it was. He was an adult. This was not like a child. Just showed up with had a little bag. Fucking, let me go get some wine, read a book, fucking blanket in my yard.
It's impossible to think it's a park, too. Like, you drive by a garage.
It's private.
Like,
it's a whole.
Get a paintball gun.
Well, so that's a whole nother thing. Like, I don't want to be a bad neighbor here.
And freeze them.
Feels like previous owner is a little bit older. Definitely frozen if we're shooting them out there. Not going to do that. Previous owner of house, I think, they had kids that were older and out of the house, so I think they enjoyed potential, like.
But they probably knew them. If you know them, it's different.
I don't know if they know him, to be honest. I don't know how you know that many people that are coming through. So I move in, and it's like, this ain't how this goes. I got a fucking 2-year-old that would like to hang out. And also, I got a lot of people that say they want to kill me on a regular basis. I assume you're not one of the people that wants to kill me, of course.
Hopefully.
Are you? You're at my house at 11 o'clock at night, standing in my driveway all by yourself, taking pictures of my house. What are you doing? Are you planning to do it? So now it's an interesting dynamic. I will say it's an interesting dynamic in this whole world. You know, it's an interesting thing. And lucky to do it, lucky to have it. I don't think people should be having picnics in my yard, though.
No,
probably not.
Nah, just not. Just
if any of them get hurt, like that's my biggest fear is like, oh, this is, and you're gonna.
Oh yeah.
Now you own them.
No, don't worry, trespassing with the signs. You're off the hook for stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know if the city would be okay with it, but you could maybe set up like a sentry gun or something like that, and like at 11 o'clock, you just turn that thing on, and if somebody is trespassing out of your yard,
actual,
like a real sentry gun.
Did you ever see Congo?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh yeah, they set up those sentry guns, and the guerrillas came at night for them. Those guerrillas were in for something.
I also don't want to be that neighbor, though. Like I'm in I'll tell you, my wife does not love it. I will say, Samantha does not enjoy random people just showing up at our house, taking pictures of it and hanging out for a while. A little bit alarming. But maybe we get used to it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we just let them in the house.
There you go.
Maybe we just open the door.
Yeah, we got an extra bedroom if you guys want to come in.
Hey, we happen to live in the same zip code, I guess. So just fucking
come on in.
Come on in.
What's mine is yours.
Let them read a book on the couch.
And I'm sure
you need.
I'm sure you're not somebody that hates my fucking guts, in which there are a lot of them.
Val and Chuck are great. You need an actual.
A Doberman.
Yeah.
Get a couple of them, yeah.
Shepherd.
I mean, that is real. Absolutely.
And they will patrol the property.
Maybe I get one of those shepherd wolves.
It's not a bad idea.
Get a Belgian Malinois. That thing will fly out there.
Have you seen the video that's been going viral about the difference between a Mal and a shepherd?
Yeah, I had both. I've had both of them.
So you haven't seen the video, though. You just happen to know that they both exist.
No, I saw the video. Shepherd went around it, and the Malinois said, shoot, I'm going straight line.
Yes, that is exactly right. There was a room full of like wheelchairs, chairs with wheels like we have right here, maybe 100 of them. Somebody in the back corner, and the shepherd finds a path around the chairs. Very impressive to get side, boom. And then they let this Belgian what is it?
Malinois.
This thing, from where it's standing, jumps up, runs on top of the chairs, and just, it was insane. It was absolutely, these are the new dogs. I think if any of them were going to smell COVID, it would have been the Belgian. Not the German dog's great dog. German Shepherds are great dogs. But this Belgian one, I guess they're a little wired. You've owned both of them, you said?
Oh, yeah. I had a Belgian Malinois we got when she was 2 years old. She did all that. I had great videos of her doing everything, jumping up, climbing walls, biting things. It's great.
They're, are they the dogs that did the dog sports? Remember whenever they used to do the dock jumping? You ever see those dogs?
Oh yeah.
They can jump, but you don't really see those very often in that. Like they're military dogs. They jump out. They're strapped to dudes jumping out of airplanes and stuff. Yeah.
And they have night vision goggles on. These dogs, and just landing out of a parachute. We going this way? Yeah. All right, let's do this. And they're just off and run. Dogs are special. They really are.
Yeah, I feel like greyhounds are usually the ones that are doing those.
I don't think so.
Running
Little
jumps
ones.
into the water.
The jumping.
They are the sprinters. The greyhounds are the sprinters.
Yeah, greyhounds are huge. They're like the size of horses. Greyhounds are gigantic horses.
Border collies, I know, are leapers like that.
Pit bulls too, right? Aren't pit bulls really good climbers? I think pit bulls have incredible.
Yeah, they always show those videos of they'll hang something and they'll run off the wall and then get it like a piece of meat that's hanging down from a deal.
Did you send in a dog jumping?
No, I found the shepherd, the Mao.
Yeah, this is the video. Let's run this thing. Look at this. We don't have it. Okay, there's the shepherd. Smart. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go get this piece of shit, and you're mine. That's good. Here's the Mao. And, yep. Boom, right to you.
Jeez.
When you talk about blinders on.
Yeah.
Literally all that dog saw. What arm am I trying to get? Oh, it's right there. Fuck. Why did George the German go around all these things? You just go right through this. I'm about sick of it. Yep, there we go. Good luck.
Sounds like you need to get a couple of them.
I do. I do need them.
Be sweet.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. Just get an electric fence.
I saw a video.
So I already have one, I think.
Okay, and then just get the collar on there. Just keep them.
I saw a video of 4 dogs in the driveway with this dude's little daughter, and some not random guy, but one of their friends walks up to the driveway, and all 4 dogs walked up to him like,
"What's up, dude?"
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, Mackenzie's relationship with our dogs are awesome.
Yeah,
and cats, very cool. Her and the cats get along as well. These cats, interesting. I like cats. I like the way they operate. You ever have a cat?
I had a few that were outdoor situations for a while. That's it, though. I don't know. Cats kind of scare me, man. I'm skittish around cats. I never grew up with one. Never been around them really until then.
Me neither. Never been around cats. Teddy, the first cat I've ever been around. Awesome. Yeah. He's Garfield. He's actually Garfield.
Mm-hmm. Great cat. Unbelievable.
Huge fat cat that just has a little pizzazz. We got Nova, who was a street cat. She's awesome. Her and Mackenzie have developed and then we got Sebastian, this black cat that is just like he thinks he's a lion, you know. And when he walks in the room, he would like attention, you know. And if you don't, he will turn his ass around and he will come back. Like he's like, "Excuse me," nothing is said. Turn around, okay. Then he'll come in, then he'll jump up on a fucking thing that's like 6 feet high, land on it. Hello, and it's like, "Well, hello, Sebastian. How you doing?" And he rubs his head on you. It's like, "Good to see you." The cats are awesome. They take care of themselves. They shit in their own area. They piss in their own area. They got their own little water thing. They're basically their own.
I respect them. I have a ton of respect for them. I don't know. Like just how sharp their teeth are and how small their mouth is and their claws. I'm never that comfortable.
The same way.
You never been around them?
No, not much, but it creeped me out a little bit.
So they also, when they get like really happy, they like start like rubbing their paws like this.
Maybe that. I've never been around like a happy cat.
All these cats are happy. They're fat as fuck.
Yeah.
The amount of cat.
Stay to themselves.
Yeah, Scootsy, we have a 3-legged cat. She's awesome. She's great. That back thing's like a little rudder. She's flying around. You give them a little catnip, though, it's a show. They go crazy. They'll start middle of the night. It'll sound like we're in a goddamn Jungle Book, or what was that movie Robin Williams was in the museum? Jumanji.
Oh, Night at the Museum.
Night at the Museum, maybe.
Too.
That is what it's like whenever they're all running.
Oh, yeah.
These 4 cats, every once in a while, they'll sync up on what run they're going to do through the house, and it sounds like a fucking stampede is coming into the bedroom. Like they are all running together, and we have hard floors, and they are all on it, and they're all striding. I mean, like fucking striding out. And then one of them will have a rough stop. You know, normally Scootsy because she's 3-legged, but she's in front of it, and they will slide right into a wall. Boom. And then you hear and then everybody like checks on them, and then they head out to a new place.
Is there like a leader amongst them?
Sebastian's the leader. He's the fastest. Nova, I think, is probably like the biggest dog out of all of them. Like Nova would attack.
Street cat.
Best looking cat too. Nova's like a very pristine.
Nova was.
They hang out together.
All of them.
Yeah, like do they like sleep near each other and stuff?
So Sebastian and Scootsy, friends. Teddy and Nova, the older ones, kind of get along. Teddy's not really about the shit. Teddy, you know, if he's running with him, I know he's either pissed off or they are chasing him. Like he is not really a part of the group. But Nova was in a dumpster at a Steak and Shake, and my wife stopped late night at the Steak and Shake and just opened the door, and she just jumped in. And it was like, "Well, you're my cat now." And we had a dog that we were, when you're like watching it and going to give it away,
Foster?
Fostering like a dog. And the dog like got mad at Valerie, our dog. And Valerie got mad at her too. I don't think Valerie liked this dog in the house. So like Valerie and this dog kind of get into it a little bit. And I have to like separate them. And I come back and Nova is like hair up at that dog. And I'm like, "What the fuck are you going to do, Nova?" She starts like circling the dog. And I'm like, "Oh, Nova would maybe die here, but she was at least going to fight for it." So I think they have a little dog in them as well. I've been very impressed with my cat life that I've had with Sam. I don't know how many more, you know, like we have 4 cats. That's a lot of cats. A couple of them are old.
They go in litter. They just know to go in the litter box. Is that how it works?
Yeah, every once in a while, Teddy though would just drop a dump somewhere.
That's Teddy.
I think you could have more.
Sees Chuck do it.
Bill has 15 and he's allergic to them, and he uses them as a blanket every night. So
I don't think he uses them as a blanket. I think they're holding him down on the bed.
Could be, yeah, that could be that too.
So that's a little
15.
I mean, every week he gets a new one. It's
and they're all starving.
Someone's got to eat the bones.
They're not all starved. And that's not what. Let's get out of here. We're in Pittsburgh tomorrow. Come join us. Sorry, we're in Latrobe. Should be fun. Cast of a lot, I think, coming through from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cannot wait to chit chat with them. Had some ex-players reach out to us about being on the show. Don't think we're doing that this year. 2025 training camp. Just going to be talking to a lot of the current operation. Will be great to see whoever's up there, though, for sure. Cannot wait to see everybody up there.
Good, maybe not good. Is it looks like practice right now is being potentially rained out, stormed out. So today was first day of pads, which is normally when they do backs on backers and all of the and first and goal line and stuff like that. So potentially might get to see that tomorrow.
Right after our show ends, they're ready to practice.
That'd be good.
That's a perfect setup for us.
Wow.
As soon as show ends, we just get to go watch practice. That's a pretty ideal setup, yeah. Then we head over to Canton for the Pro Football Hall of Fame on Thursday. We'll be there. Come join us. You can park right on the highway, I think.
Yeah, legit.
You can tailgate on the highway that's right outside of it, and I think you'll be able to.
Our set's like on the exit, right? So like you're good.
AJ, do you know that? I had no idea.
I've been there. Yeah, I mean it's right off the highway, no question.
I did not know that it was that close. I mean, it is. It's 10 feet in front of where this photo is. There's a highway. So I think we will. We are pumped and honored to get to go over there. I've never walked through the Hall of Fame. Have you, AJ?
I've never walked through. I've been there multiple times for kids' games. You'll see there's a ton of turf fields over there in the back that they have tournaments, but I've never actually walked through it.
I love that the Hall of Fame is like an Ohio thing. You know, like it's Ohio high school plays there. There's a bunch of kids tournaments that's happening there. I think the people that run it are Ohio people. Like it's like I think great state of football, Ohio, to run the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We cannot wait to get over there and experience it. Legitimately cannot wait to experience it. I've never been in.
No,
never.
Me either.
Never been there.
We were supposed to play a game. Eric got canceled.
I remember that. You were playing the Packers, and they painted the fields, and they got all mushy and solid, right? The paint congealed.
It wasn't much worse than the paint.
Well,
what else?
There was paint, and then they put a tarp over top of it, and then I think they put a massive magnifying glass above it as well.
Dry it out
so that the sun would hit the magnifying glass, and then it would do science, and then somehow that was just on all of the paint in the entire field. So it was just, paint. Then whenever they lifted it, it got air and it cooled off, so it hardened.
Sure.
So that was good.
How did that happen?
They forgot the catalyst for sure. Happened at the shipyard all the time. No one would say they did it wrong.
What, the anti-melt catalyst?
No, so the catalyst, if it's a 2-component paint, the catalyst is what makes it go hard. And sometimes guys would forget to put that in, and that would make it stay soft.
Oh, so then the heat would only melt it even more.
Yeah.
And then whenever you up it and get wind on it and everything, then that's when it melts.
And you would never,
or hardens,
you would never find a painter who would admit that they didn't put the catalyst in.
No, of course, because the painter is the smartest motherfucker in that particular conversation.
Always.
Are you a painter? You do the Hall of Fame?
How many times you done this?
Exactly.
Fuck out of here. I know what I'm doing.
The sod father. Imagine them talking to the sod.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened with the, have you ever, shut up. Okay? We're all in the same
I've been doing this for 70 years. How long you been on the gig?
We saw the sun, the sod sun, at the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah. And they said, hey, there's a little bit more to that story.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe
we literally got a hush, like, hey.
It had an impact on the game. It had an impact.
Sodfather, though, did a lot of great things for football for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
People were saying, did he lose his magic at the end? And then he was saying, they didn't even let me do it, though. Kind of using kind of stolen valor to kind of using my name, but not really letting me do anything. I would have done a little different. And the other guy said, what? We did what?
We did exactly what he told us to do.
Which goes right back to.
Yeah. How long you been doing this? Oh, okay.
Class of 2025 for the Hall of Fame. Gonna celebrate the shit out of them this weekend, starting on Thursday night. All these guys will join us in the first hour. Congrats to Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Antonio Gapes, and Sterling Sharp. Antonio Gates, sorry. Kent State legend.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
When I went on my visit to Kent State, there was an entire shrine, basically, too.
So
that's sweet.
Gates. He was so good at basketball.
Pretty close to Canton, I think.
So good at football. Unbelievable. Obviously, Phillip Rivers just retired like 5 days ago. Congrats to him on an incredible career. And congrats to Antonio Gates and Sterling Sharp. He's going in. I know
Shannon's been pitching for a long time for him.
He's unbelievable. First football jersey I ever had was Sterling Sharp. If he would have played long, like his career got ended way too soon by injury, but goddamn, he was good. He was so good.
We've never talked to Sterling Sharp.
Mm-mm.
We've never talked to Antonio Gates.
No, I don't think so.
Or Eric
Allen.
Nope.
Jared Allen will be last in the first hour because we know Jared Allen pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And congrats to Jared Allen being Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Certainly worthy. Will he have a horse out there? There's a lot of horses in Ohio, right?
He will. Oh, I think he will definitely have a horse.
He's very comfortable on that fucking horse.
Oh, yeah.
You see that retirement video?
Mm-hmm.
Where he was it was.
I assume he does a speech from it.
Yeah, that rope and sack celebration wasn't gimmick.
Yeah, Orlovsky said, "You're not getting me. I'm gonna rope myself."
Mm-hmm.
He did.
And just ran around.
Yep.
He did.
You think Jared Allen talks about that in his speech?
I hope so.
You think he says, "I like to thank Dan Orlovsky, keep me relevant every single day." People understand how intimidating of a person I was on the field because they see you sprint your ass off right out of the back of that end zone every other day during the football season. Dan Orlovsky gets that tweeted to him every other day.
That's crazy.
Dan Orlovsky says, "I don't know if this quarterback is in the same league as these other guys." And everybody, "Oh, is that right, fucking Dan? What happened here?"
Tough spot.
Every day, Dan.
Tough spot.
Lost that game by 2 points.
Oh
no.
Yeah, but that would have went to overtime, and who knows?
Yeah, you guys won 2
Just
games
saying,
that year.
just
So
saying.
Yeah, you guys lost a lot of games by a lot of points.
They were really bad then.
Well, that's not the
yeah,
quarterback.
Dan Orlovsky was your QB. We know you were bad, okay, folks?
What's that all about? That's your team.
Dano takes a lot of shots. I don't like that.
He does, and he just stands right in there. He
He does talk reckless, though.
Does
he says some things?
He says some things that are pretty out of pocket.
I think he's like the perfect depiction of like, yeah, I have an opinion. Just as just in general. Hey, you want to talk? Yeah, I have an opinion. Hey, you might not know a lot about this particular situation. You want to? Yeah, I do.
I know a bunch about
it. If Dan talks about it, Dan knows about it.
I think he's done his research that has led him to how he feels. And every once in a while, everybody's going to disagree with him.
That's why they're paying him the big bucks.
That's why he got a new deal done.
Exactly.
10 subtweets later, Dan Orlovsky back with ESPN.
Big bucks, Dan.
I'm fucking pumped for Dan. What a career.
Yeah.
He's good, man.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
I'm fucking pumped for him.
He started just breaking down. Remember back in the day when he would just break down plays like on his phone? He'd film himself?
Yeah, Twitter.
Yeah, we remember. Yeah, we remember. Dan.
Called him.
Falling asleep in the first fucking 10 seconds of your shit. You need to do something. He's gotten really good at that.
Yes.
He's very good.
yeah.
I would say Dan Orlovsky, very good on TV. Right? I think we all say that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I don't know if
Yeah.
we say that about a lot of people, us included. It's like Dan's very good at TV. Whenever he sits down and they fucking throw one in there, all right, is this going to be a war with everybody? Or is this going to be like a, you know what, I didn't think of that. That's Dan Orlovsky.
Yep.
This guy fucking ran out of the back of the end zone. Or, thank you, Dan, for saying what we're all thinking. And that's literally minute to minute, I think, for Dan Orlovsky. That's take to take.
Oh, yeah. Show to show.
Yeah, minute to minute, maybe. Because somebody else can add in something. Oh, yeah, I forgot. And then you just ruined everything. You'll see him give a little bias towards people he's friends with, though.
Sure.
You don't like Arthur Smith? You don't like Arthur Smith's offense?
Something.
Doesn't it?
Feels like there's something there.
How's Aaron and Arthur going to get along? Two strong personalities middle of the season. I guess we'll see. That's what Dano's take was on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I mean, I assumed the OC job came down to Arthur and Dano. And so he just...
For the Pittsburgh Steelers?
For the Steelers. So, of course, he has a grudge. It makes sense to me.
There's a chance that the Steelers were going to hire Dan Orlovsky as the offense coordinator.
Dano feels
This
like
goes in. Dan Orlovsky's next offense coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
10 years from now.
Okay.
I'm not head coach.
This goes in. Dan Orlovsky's the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Goes Carr, Tomlin, Orlovsky.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure.
Come on, you got this.
Thank God.
Tony.
Oh, sorry. As he was, thank gosh.
Let's do the Colts next.
All right. I like what Shane Steichen's cooking. Don't you?
I love it.
What's this? What's this for?
This is for Dan Orlovsky to be the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts 10 years from now.
Okay.
10 years from now.
Or when
4 Super Bowls from now.
Before that.
when the job opens.
10, 15 years from now, after 4 Super Bowls by Shane Steichen and this Indianapolis Colts team, Dan Orlovsky announced as the new head coach of the Colts. If this goes in.
Okay. Oh, shit.
I thought that was it.
Look good.
Look good.
Oh, my God. All right, let's do the New England Patriots.
Well,
Yes.
Fred was going to be there for 20 years. Let's be real.
Okay, so when that's over.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah.
Coach Orlovsky. You'd say, hey, Coach O. You'd actually, new tattoo.
Yeah.
Coach Orlovsky.
Mm-hmm.
Every fudging day.
Yep.
Bingo.
Here.
I said that yesterday.
That's the one.
We're going to show up.
Maybe on the forearm.
Yep.
Yesterday, today, tomorrow.
Dan Orlovsky.
Dan Orlovsky.
Every fudging day.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Congrats.
He's
Congrats.
coming home to New England.
Yep.
I'm going to kill myself.
Why?
On that note, let's get out of here. Don't say that.
Whoa.
Don't do that.
I can't do that.
That's not what it's about. Coach O is going to
20
lead.
years from now, so I still got plenty of time.
Yeah, just like the MLB. Just like MLB has plenty of time for this new CBA.
That's right.
December of 2026.
That's right.
Does Jet know that's next year? That's pretty close.
Yeah, and these deals can get done early. You know,
NBA does it early damn near every time.
the NHL too, right? Did the NHL get the deal done early?
Mm-hmm.
The NFL, I don't know if the NFL will ever get it done early. Do we even have somebody to negotiate one of these?
No.
Is the NHL
That's our
the
Wilkins.
last league to miss a year?
Yeah, and it killed them. They were dead for like 4 or 5 years. It really killed the league. And MLB had a work stoppage, right? When?
Yeah, mid-90s.
94, I believe.
Yep.
That's what he said. The 94 World Series changed because players opted out of playing or whatever. It's like they've had a work stoppage, and that it kills. The diehards will be there on the other side. Like I think. The diehards will be there on the side. They'll be jaded, they'll be pissed, but they'll be there on the other side. It's like everybody else gets just like, oh, fuck off, basically. Like that's how we got billionaires and millionaires fighting each other, and they're going to fuck these people, is how like
the majority
casuals feel. That is how
Absolutely.
That's like when the XFL guys came out. We're holding out. It's like, shut the fuck up. That is literally how everybody feels. That is not me speaking to you directly. That is just an immediate reaction to you whenever you say that. And it's like, Dwayne Johnson probably thought the same thing.
Yes.
I mean, he wouldn't say it, but it's like the fans thought it, and probably the league thought it. And that thing kind of ended quickly, too. I think somebody was like, hey, you're the 150th best quarterback in the United States of America. That is why you were here. Let's go ahead and shut the fuck up and just be happy that we're playing football for a living. That is what a casual person says. And I will say, as somebody who is a very normal, casual person, I didn't watch because of that. Like, I legitimately, you guys think you lost a friend of ours $30 million last year, and then you're going to tell them, we need a little more money. Why don't you fucking complete a pass? Why don't you look like a quarterback so we can have a league here before we worry about how much money? Same thing with the WNBA. That as soon as that comes out, casuals, and I'm not saying they care about casuals at all. I don't think they do. But let's just say they care about casuals for a second and not hate casuals that watch their league. As soon as casuals hear that, it's like, okay, well, not going to tune into this. Let's just move along. The work stoppage thing, not good for sports fans. Like, that is just not the case. But the players got to do what the players got to do, and I think the owners feel the exact same way. So it's just kind of like dog chasing tail situation, and you just got to hope both sides want to get a deal done. But I'll tell you what, if both of them are grabbing bats and telling each other to get the hell out of the clubhouse, I don't know, brother. I don't know how that's going to go over there.
And that's a good start, though. You get if guys like, Bryce and Aaron Judge and, Shohei, if they're the ones who are, like, really leading that charge, being like, fuck you guys. Those are the biggest stars in the league. That's why the NBA, because for the longest time, they had, like, their biggest stars were on the executive committee of the PA.
How do you think the fans feel?
I think it's tougher in the NFL and MLB because, like you said, like, we look.
Oh, you said the MLB right there.
Yeah, I mean, in that context, and I also don't care. If you want to come at me for that, you can suck my dick. But so it's like, yeah, it's just I don't give a shit.
That was a little aggressive.
Well,
I mean, they could, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. But like hockey, we see those contracts. These guys are making the best players are making $8 to $9 million a year. Like, it's a little bit different in football and baseball when you see guys that have $750 million contracts. So I think even some of the most diehard fans are like, you guys make enough fucking money. Like, make some concessions so we don't lose a season. But then you can see it from those guys' perspective. It's like, a guy like Judge or Bryce Harper, it's like, hey, I'm in the prime of my career right now.
Skeens.
A guy like Skeens.
Skeens has not hit his big deal yet.
He hasn't had a big deal yet, exactly. So it's like, why the fuck? I'm putting up numbers that have never been seen before in the history of baseball. Why do I need to be the guinea pig to be like, oh, you know what? That you're right. We should do a salary cap, and I'll take $250 million less dollars than what I've earned and what guys 2 years ago were making. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't blame those guys.
It happened in the NFL whenever they changed the draft payment.
Mm-hmm.
But those guys weren't already in the league. This would completely shin bash all your stars.
Right.
So they're going to be the loudest.
And baseball is different too because the teams have basically like ownership over these players for a long time. So guys, yeah, they get massive deals, but a lot of times like you've already put in 6 to 7 to 8 years of service time before you actually get that massive contract. And again, with like, look at, if Judge, like, luckily he only has like a little, UCL strain. He's only going to be out for 10 days. If he has to have Tommy John, he's missing the next 18 months. Like, he's missing a full season. So it's like any day these guys could, and then you might not be the same guy when you come back. So it's like you need to get paid when you have that opportunity.
Good luck to all the boys out there, including Rob Manfred.
Yeah.
Sure. How about Judd Passon being like, Rob Manfred did not just exit the clubhouse.
Yeah, he fired one back.
He said,
like that.
The fuck did you say to me?
Why don't you shut the fuck up, Bryce?
Look around, bub.
This is my league.
I'm going to be here longer than you.
You know what? Take off all your clothes. Those are mine. And get the fuck out of here.
That would have been awesome if you would have just like knocked over a big thing of baseballs. These are mine.
Yeah.
Pick them up.
How about just a Gatorade bottle?
Yeah. That's mine.
That's mine.
Goes and grabs like 100 bats.
Yeah.
These are mine. See you later. Just takes them all.
What a scene. And the fact that got out immediately.
Yeah.
That was, as I was reading, I'm like, did this just happen? Like, yeah. Yep, just happened. Somebody was in there. Holy fuck, man. You should see what just took place. And then Jet Passon, excuse me. Rob Manfred, Bryce Harper? Yeah.
Yeah.
How much more information can I get?
Mm-hmm.
Something like this hasn't happened since the Starbucks incident at the 2025 scouting combine.
No real implications on that one, though, right?
Got out quick, though.
Yeah, Schultz didn't drop an F-bomb and Rap Sheet like cried and called his mom or something.
No, we called NFL security.
Oh, yeah.
No, they called him.
Yes.
They called him. And then he said, yeah, he came up to me in Starbucks, and then everybody was painting it as Rappaport called his dad because Jordan Schultz went into his dad's place and yelled at Ian Rappaport. And Rappaport's, can we please do some journalism here? I was asked if I was accosted. I said yes. That's what I thought I was supposed to do because they were showing me a video of me getting yelled at by Jordan Schultz in a Starbucks. And that turned into Ian Rappaport's a little baby back bitch.
In that situation, Jordan Schultz took his coffee. He said, give me that coffee. It's mine.
Yeah, that's mine.
Dad's.
You're right.
That's mine. Dad's. That's mine. Dad's.
Then he realized what he'd done. He's like, shit, now I got to go do it to everyone in here.
Hey.
Sorry. That's mine.
My
Dad's.
That's mine. Dad's. That's mine. Dad's.
Turn the lights off.
All of it. That's mine.
Everybody out. I'm using this as an office today. It's mine. Dad's.
So I need 2 Americanos before you leave. Make it on mine. Dad's.
Yep.
Machine.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's an NFL insider.
Well, he's not, so.
What do you mean?
What? Let's get out of here. He is. He's still firing them off.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He's firing them off.
I agree.
Did your friend tell? What would Tim say?
Tim would say,
shut the fuck up.
That guy doesn't know fucking shit about shit.
We watched Talk on a zip line.
Yep.
Have you seen this video of Talk on a zip line this weekend? He went to Super Duper Lake Fun Time. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, okay. I didn't even realize that was Talk, I think, when I watched it.
Yeah, he put his feet up. He did the...
Yeah. Yep.
He did the Tim Robinson.
Little spin when he's done.
And then at the end, he lifted his feet up, and then he hit the thing. Here it is. No, this isn't it. This is a different thing. This is not the zip line. Now, after the zip line, he did see an elevated surface that he said, yeah, I think I should jump off of there. 30 feet. You can jump off this. It's not a pier. It's like a little bit of a deck. You'll see him here in a second. He'll come into the frame, and he'll break his back.
Oh, Jesus. Why did you angle your back and head towards the water?
He's an athlete.
He said he was scared. He was trying to stop it. Yeah, he's got bruising. Entire ass, hamstring, and lower back.
That's pretty high up, too, man.
As it turns out, nobody else jumped off of that the rest of the day.
Yep.
So everybody saw Talk beat up water there, and in turn, water beat him up and said, all right, we're not doing a 30-footer today. And
what a chore.
Yeah, the decisions that were made there by Talk, he said, I shouldn't have looked before I jumped. And it was like, well, if you don't look, you don't know how far it is, then you're going to do that. He goes, well, I did it already. And it was like, if it was 10 feet shorter, he probably hits that water perfect.
Yeah.
It was that final 10 feet where he just kind of drifted. I'm going to do a back bump. No, you're not. You're going to get fucking obliterated by this water. 30 feet, that's pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were just allowed to do this. I didn't know this was just out here.
He's a zipline guy.
Yeah, he's definitely a zipline. He was only there for the ziplining, actually. Kind of felt like. We had a pier you used to go jump off of into the river.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch black. I don't remember the exact height of that thing.
Down at Barking, it was probably 20. I lived there for a year.
On Barking?
Mm-hmm.
That's sweet.
Guinness World Record. Shadiest road in the United States of America.
Sun down there.
Most shade.
It's in a valley next to a river, yeah.
I got thrown off a pier, got a concussion.
What's that?
When I was like 9 years old.
Yeah, that'll happen.
What happened?
I had a instructor, and we were horsing around. He used to babysit me sometimes, so we're kind of just,
where's this
my
going?
brother, it's all kind of a bunch of big group, and we're all laughing. I got picked up, and I got tossed off a pier, and I landed on my back, and it fucked me up.
How far was the drop?
20 feet.
You got picked up and thrown as a 9-year-old off a pier?
Yeah. It was fucking nuts, dude.
It is hindsight looking back.
Someone else jumped in.
Could you imagine you doing that to a 9-year-old? No.
Yeah, I've never done that.
All right, let's keep you away from 9-year-olds.
Okay. That's fair.
Let's keep you away from 9-year-olds.
I saw a lady on the internet.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Her friend?
And that lady.
She went to jail.
She went to jail.
Yeah. That's what everybody on the internet said. I don't know if that's real or not.
I mean, the injuries definitely. She like punctured a lung, broken ribs. That was fucked up. I hated that video.
Yeah, I did not like it at all.
Yeah.
I kind of out of nowhere, too, just a shove off there. Because you'll see some of those people want to bungee jump and they're on like a box.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see some of the locals like actually push people off. Like, hey, you're doing this. You signed up for it. And it's always like an interesting situation because I'm like, would I want that to happen if I'm up there? Probably not. I kind of want to go myself. But also, if you work there, like how long are these people just going to stay in?
Yeah, I got people paying.
If everybody was just to go up there and
that.
be scared, they'd be scared.
Don't fucking push me.
Agreed.
Hopefully they tell them beforehand, though.
Yeah, it was messed up. This girl, and she goes face.
Because like
No, that video pisses you off bad. That girl that makes me so that's infuriating.
I've never bungee jumped. I think that one's scarier than skydiving.
You think?
Just a lot of external factors there.
Yeah.
A lot closer to Earth.
Yeah.
Remember rap sheet, feet first, messed it up.
Sky coaster doesn't count.
Yeah.
Penciled
3,
in.
2, 1, fly. Pull the thing through Kennywood.
I did that.
Yeah, I've done that. Is that's
Yeah.
That's more. That is a bungee jumping.
Scott, in my estimation, I've bungee jumped before.
Because that's what that is.
Yeah.
Kinda. I think that kinda is. They're sending 10-year-olds up there, 11-year-olds up there in Kennywood.
totally.
You know what they're not getting? Stuck. Because it ain't fucking Cedar Point.
Bingo.
You guys talk to anybody over there in Ohio about that? Can't have that happen.
I have not. I've never been to Cedar Point, actually.
Did you see what that one guy said on the internet?
No.
He said D-Bone was sitting in the back.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why
it couldn't.
That was bullshit.
Because the coaster goes like this, and then it goes to connect, and then it goes like this, and it just got stuck right here. It was a good point by the guy who tweeted. I didn't even think of that. D-Bone was, I think, he was right back here because he was driving over to Ohio to get all the All-American beer that's left.
Yep.
Or real American beer that's left.
Yeah.
And he was right back there, I think, and they said that they didn't, when they were building that thing, they didn't expect it to not. That's a good point. We don't know if that's true.
No. I mean, you guys are really nice friends for thinking that D-Bone could get on a roller coaster. But I do.
He's definitely tall enough.
Yeah. There's other limits. And unfortunately.
What are you saying?
Jesus Christ.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying, based on the structure of the roller coaster, I don't think that.
You don't think that thing's coming
I don't
down?
think the bars are clicking.
That's always the problem.
Yeah.
You do this one, and you got to do it a couple times. Even happens to me every once in a while, and I'm nowhere near like I'm built like a spark plug, but not that big. Anytime I got to really yank that thing to get locked in, a little bit of anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, hey, feels like that was not cleanly locked in. And then, 16-year-old comes walking by with a little Madonna mic. All right, it's going to be fine. Barely pulls it. Just fucking, yep, you're good. It's like, am I? I don't know.
You sure?
I was in here. Yeah, all right. Keep your arms and hands inside. Boom. Send them out. And I'm just, am I holding on to this thing the whole fucking ride? I don't know if I can hold this. And then you get upside down and you're like free falling. And it's like, well, now we're going to find out. And then that thing stays locked and it's like, whew, thank God. And then the ride's over. It's like, well, that wasn't fun.
Yeah.
How was it? All right, let's get out of here. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice might change your life. We're in this thing together. It's been a great summer, man. It has
That'd be
been.
so scary. That'd be so scary if you were holding on and it went upside down and you felt it unhook and you're just holding on. Your legs are flying in the air. And how long can I hold this?
We've talked about this before, but it's a good time to bring it up because State Fair season's coming up. Yeah. In where we grew up, there wasn't State Fair. Like, we didn't do this. I think it's over there in Hershey or Harrisburg or who knows, somewhere else. So I didn't know about State Fairs. And then I come out here to Indiana. Love them. Holy fuck. These things are the greatest. People watching. The food's absurd. I like to eat good food. Then, like, the things that are happening, awesome. It's State Fairs are some of the greatest things ever created, I think. These people are getting on these rides, though, that I don't think we should be getting on in the middle of a parking lot. And I'm literally just watched that guy put it together. He was using a hand crank, and then this thing's going
while smoking crack
all the way. Guy's a good hustler, though. That's why he's out there.
Those are awesome, though.
The ones that you could die on,
like the ones you were growing up as a kid going to.
See, that's what I'm saying. I never did those as a kid, so I think that is kind of my.
Yeah.
No.
You think about it too much as an adult. Like,
Yeah,
as a
like-
kid, you're just like, all right, you get in line, you
The
go.
little spin one where you're like, you just sit.
Yeah,
like
you
this.
sit on the wall.
Sticks you Starship 2000 or something they call it.
The orbiter that spins and turns at the same time. The zipper.
I saw.
They all just make you puke.
Always. This one gets me now that I'm older.
1001 Nights.
This one, what's that?
1001 Nights.
Go on.
The boat that goes.
That's what his was called. It was 1001 Nights.
My ears fell out.
That's pirate ship. That's pirate ship.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
that was
called
pirate ship
Galleon.
for me.
Yeah, my ears fell out and I
Or the
couldn't
magic
hear
carpet.
anything for like 3 seconds. That's my.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we were
1001 Nights.
Magic Carpet or Pirate Ship. Yeah, 1001 Nights too. It feels like that whenever I'm on it because it's that, as I've gotten older, that one has not sat well with my my body. Getting to the point where I'm gonna have to figure out whether or not we're doing these things with Mackenzie or not. These State Fair rides.
Yeah.
And I have a bad feeling Sam's all in on these things. She's been trying to get me to ride them for like 4 or 5 years. I'm like, Sam, I'm not fucking going in that thing. Oh, come on, it's fun. You go do it. I'm not gonna do it alone. Mackenzie's not getting in with it. I don't know how to tell Sam.
Well, that's what I would never do it, but I think of it too. Like Iowa State Fair is the same thing. Like they do it so often that like it probably is safe, but like,
Very safe.
But you're right. Like my kid isn't fucking going in there. Not a chance. I'll go to an amusement park and do it, but like
Kennywood.
Yeah, I'm not going to the fucking fairgrounds and doing it. Not a chance.
You're not putting your kid on a Kennywood ride either.
Yeah, you know what?
Nah, I'm talking about Adventureland here. I ain't talking about fucking Kennywood.
Oh,
Yeah, let's put this to the test. Why don't you and Sam and Mackenzie head to Kennywood and hop on the fucking potato thing?
I want to let you know that's Potato Patch. Potato Patch is not a ride.
Oh, okay.
It's a journey to Happy Town. It is not a ride. Mackenzie will definitely be a Kennywood girl. No questions asked. I've heard the prices are a little absurd, but, you know, going to have to do that for
Free parking.
Inflation.
For a lifetime.
We went to
of
Cedar Point
memory.
for mine's second birthday. She had so much fun. We're going back for her third.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. We're fine.
Cedar Point.
Did you see Cedar Point? Have you seen Cedar Point?
I thought that's what he said. I was clarifying.
Well, we've heard, but
Yeah, I went to Cedar Point.
D-Bone hopefully won't be there when he goes, so he doesn't have
Yeah.
to worry about.
D-Bone, were you on the back of that thing? Why'd that guy say you're on the back of that thing?
Wasn't on the back of the thing.
I read the
Never
tweet.
went to
It said-
Cedar Point.
I read a tweet.
I was in the pond all weekend.
I saw a tweet about him that said he got in the teacup and the whole thing just shut down.
The teacups?
Yeah, the teacups was the only ride he could ride and fit into.
Are you sure it was the teacups, not the D cups?
Might have been the tea bowls.
Okay. Jeez Louise.
I think the tea bowls.
Yeah, tea bowls, tea cooler, perhaps, tea refrigerator.
Bone! Bone, why are they saying you on the back of that ride? Why'd that guy tweet that?
He doesn't even have a mic to defend himself.
Yeah, he does. He'll be all right.
There we go. Yeah, that's kind of how he feels about that guy.
Great catch. That's national champion right there.
That sure is.
So, why were you on the back? Why'd that guy tweet that you were on
No,
the back?
Bergie the hippie can go fuck himself.
Yeah. That's journalism. I guess Bergie the hippie did not see you there. Thank you. Sorry, we will no longer say that you were in the back of that or the T bowls or D cups or anything.
Oh.
Thank you, D-Bone.
Those jokes ain't going nowhere, D-Bone.
He does need to get it under control. He needs to start doing some physical activity.
Got a dry fit on right now.
Yeah.
He's got a dry fit.
Right after the show, he'll be in the gym.
He's got to play the part.
Yeah.
He was putting in work at the pond all weekend.
That was a pond party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wasn't swimming. He was.
No, he was swimming.
Yeah, he was the 2025 Prince of the Pond.
Yeah, Pond Prince.
Yeah.
First year. Yep.
Yeah,
he
got the crown and all.
Closing ceremonies.
Oh. Yeah. So Bergie the hippie was lying. I guess he wasn't on that roller coaster.
I'm not. I think there's still some validation to that claim. I don't know.
Bergie the hippie's been around a while too. Let's not just rule him out. You know, we can't just take one word over the other. All right, he's wearing a fucking dry fit.
Dry fit.
I was watching Cops. You know, that's literally what it just took me back to. Like, what if that is his excuse? I had fucking tights on yesterday. Saw a guy showing up at training camp.
Bob Spillane in 98-degree heat, the hottest day in New England probably up to this point, shows up to training camp with long sleeves, a sweatshirt, and tights.
Yeah, I mean, and my immediate thought was, oh, this guy needs to lose some weight. Like, show up to camp a little heavy. We need to lose some weight here. It's going to Bob Spillane. Every weight's perfect. So he's just a guy that's like, I was out in Vegas, brother. It was 120 degrees out there. You think I'm worried about this New England heat?
Exactly.
I don't think. What's going on in Europe? Hey, Europe's heat.
Yeah, massive heat wave.
No air conditioning, right? Is that the big problem?
I guess.
Yep.
Wow. People dying.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It is crazy. Especially because down in South Florida, it's like always 100 degrees.
It's got to be something different over there.
Yeah, they don't have air conditioning.
What do you think it is?
No, I don't know.
What else could it be? Yeah.
What else do you think it is? Let's think.
I don't know.
Karma?
Who's the SEC quarterback you think is going to be behind Lenore?
Say again?
Lenore Sellers.
I told you, DJ Lagway.
Okay, all right.
And then Arch.
Are you saying that because you hate white people?
I love white people.
Okay, I just want to make sure people are asking. I think DJ Lagway is going to be very good.
Yeah, he's got the quarterback whisperer, too.
Napier.
That's right.
They turned that team around, stuck with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do respect DJ Lagway. But my blind belief on the season is just like the Art Show. And maybe I need to dial it back a little bit.
I mean, remember the year Napier had with AR, his last year in Florida? Holy fuck, man.
Be a friend, tell a friend something nice that might change your life. We're in this thing together. Team on me. AJ, we'll see you tomorrow, buddy. Are you coming with us tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll meet you there. I'm gonna drive.
You should just meet us in Canton.
What? Oh no, I can meet you in Pitt. I plan on coming to Latrobe.
All right. Yeah. Okay, just know that you don't have to.
I got you. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a buddy that big Steelers fan. He's coming to watch.
Okay, sick. All right, we'll see you there tomorrow.
Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby.
The general?
No, another buddy. He's a guy from Youngstown. You know, all those Youngstown people are big
Picking him up
Pittsburgh
on the
fans.
way.
All the Pittsburgh sports.
Youngstown is a Pittsburgh-type city.
It is.
A lot of Italians, a lot of grit.
They remind me of Pittsburgh people. Like all my buddies' dads from, they sound like they're from Pittsburgh.
And they're the Penguins, right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So it's very Pittsburgh.
You're right.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow, AJ. Hopefully we'll see other people hang out with us tomorrow at the Pittsburgh Steelers training camp.
Yeah.
Come say hello. And after the show, we're going to watch practice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to do.
All right, that's a great idea.
That is what is happening. That needs to be said right now. When that show is over, we're going to watch practice.
Have to.
Some of we.
That's what we're there for.
You're not watching practice?
What? What's up?
Tone's staying for the Hall of Fame game.
You're not going to scout for week 3?
Yeah. No, I'm focused on week 1, brother. One game at a time.
Yeah, that's different.
One day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
One show at a time. One moment at a time.
Oh, yeah.
One wake up at a time.
I was just kidding about Can't too, by the way. I feel like that should be said too.
All right. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye.